Peace, peace. What up, though? Yeah, sure. Peace, peace. What up, though? Say, man, today gonna be a good day. I want to start off by letting all you motherfuckers out there know that today is gonna be a great day. I want y'all to say it with me, goddamn. Today is gonna be a great day. It's gonna be one of them days, goddamn. See you women out there, summertime fine. You understand me? Summertime fine. They got the little shorts on. Beach body. Yeah, bathing suit body. We're gonna enjoy ourselves today, man. We got a great show. We're gonna go through there today. Turn up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. Hold up. And we ain't did nothing that we ain't. Hit me on that ringtone. She already know it. I don't fuck on the first night. Say jump on my motherfucking like button. I'll turn this whole motherfucker out, bro. I gotta go do what I gotta do for the day. I'm not doing that whole ass shit with you niggas no more, bro. Man, y'all take that fake ass shit down the street, bro. Take that fake ass shit down the street, bro. We not doing the whole ass fake love, man. Niggas gonna come in this hoe, bro. You gonna come in this hoe correct. You gonna put some motherfucking respect on my game, man. Take that shit wherever else you be in these YouTube streets, bro. Don't come over here with that hoe ass shit. You niggas are real disrespectful.
Know why they wanna be babe. Look at all that ass on her. Look how that pussy sit up in them songs. You gotta want her. Love when
Time about. Hey, look, y'all. That nigga say, look how that pussy sit up in them shorts. And look at she hoist that down there. So like, yeah. She hoist that. That nigga say, look how that pussy sit up in them shorts. You gotta want her. She said, like, yes, praise the Lord. That pussy sitting up in them shorts. What's up, BCU? Goddamn, turn it up, man. Summertime fine. You hear me? Summertime fine. It's gonna be a great day. This actually gonna be a great weekend. We turning up, goddamn, all summer, man. The BCU way, the Indian way. We're gonna get serious about a lot of things, bro, because I see niggas be playing. I see niggas be playing like a motherfucker, bro. I see shit don't really be meaning the same, man. To everybody, you know, niggas in it for the entertainment value, or niggas just here, they here, or you know, we do have some beautiful women in here, and the women, we have some handsome gentlemen up in this motherfucker. So, you know, it might be for the other shit, you know. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. We gotta get serious about a lot of things, bro. And genealogy is one of them. It be a lot of niggas be faking and shaking, bro. I be on Clubhouse. I hate Clubhouse. Clubhouse so faking water down there, man. You know, a lot of motherfuckers cap. A lot of motherfuckers cap, bro. This my game though. And I say that because I just feel like everybody that be around ain't serious. Every motherfucker body ain't serious, bro. Far as the organizing and shit, I'm gonna tell you, bro, I've been here 2 years, man. I'm not no nigga. I'm not finna come out here and say, hey, let's organize because you know, then you gonna have motherfuckers who want to get down just to get down. Nah, bro. I'ma wait it out. Cause where we going, we ain't made it there yet. But we gonna make it there. And when we make it there, then we gonna organize. And I want to see who was there, who gonna be there. Just out of these 2 years, you know how many motherfuckers I done met, and they didn't, you know, they done came and went. They're a thing of the past now. These motherfuckers done came and went, couldn't hold the line. They probably in some of these other groups, these other fell off groups, niggas in the corner, waiting for something to fall off our table. That point. Cause that's what a lot of the game been doing any motherfucking way. They been waiting for something to fall off BCU table. They ain't did a motherfucking thing to push this shit or wake the people up. Man, we got a lot of great ideas, man. We got a lot of great things that's gonna be happening for us. But bro, you gotta stay down for your crown. This ain't no nigga. You ain't just gonna get chose like you that nigga. You ain't too many motherfuckers bringing nothing to the table anyway, bro. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? When everybody coming here, everybody got something in them that make them special, bro. That's what the fuck we need. You know, the bad and the low negative energy and shit, y'all can keep that or take that shit somewhere else, bro. We need the good up out your motherfucking ass, though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming to help us, bro. Ain't nobody it ain't a motherfucker on the planet give a fuck about the American Indian, bro. Ain't nobody coming to help us, man. So if we don't get serious, bro, then ain't a motherfucking thing gonna happen. I told you, bro, we X'd out our let, nigga. I'm fucked up in the head. The game fucked me up. You know, I was one of them people that was out here. I wanted to save the world and all of that shit there. Yeah, nigga, I was pure. You hear me? But the game fucked me up. All the dirty, grimy, sleazy, all that shit fucking me up. Yeah, nigga, I just be on defense now. But I tell you what, that's why I say I don't want to save the world and all that shit. Everybody ain't the same for one, so everybody ain't gonna think the same. I only want to be around the motherfuckers who thinking like we thinking. And we can respect each other for our differences, bro. Or we could come together and ally on some shit, on projects and different shit like that. But nah, we ain't trying to save the world, bro. We're gonna get together with like-minded people, bro, who have the same interests and going in the same direction on this journey as us. And that's what's gonna make us strong. I promise you, you don't need everybody. You don't need everybody, bro, to get some shit done. BCU is a prime example. We the smallest one out of everybody, but we had the most solid foundation, bro. The most solid foundation, and we weathered the storm. It's only gonna get greater when you look around. Ain't nobody talking about no religions no more. Pan-African out the way. Everybody say they killed Pan-African, but where your information that they killed it? We did that, nigga. We BCU say we killed it, and we got the proof. We got receipts to put up. That paradigm is gone. Niggas be talking about they went in the gap. Not when I got here, Pan-Africans was here, and the ones that was here, I got them off the block. I wish a nigga would come try to take some credit for that. Them niggas was the boogeyman when I got here. Oh, what else off the block? This black paradigm, all this shit going out the way. All of it going out there. The black colonizer is exposed. He on the board. The black European is in full effect. Black European is in full effect. Oh, yeah, man. Nah, we ain't doing none of the cap shit, man. What we saying is, bro, we gonna get serious. All these paradigms is going away, bro, and it's only gonna be one way. All the doctrines is dying out. The Hebrew shit, the Moors, all of that shit there done faded to a point to where everybody looking at these niggas as the colonizer. So now there's only one thing to do. What's that? Go home. We sending everybody home, nigga. We closing all the doctrine books. In the end, when we get to where we're going to turn around. We're going to organize it, bro. A lot of people then stopped off and made pit stops and joined this and joined that. None of that shit worked. Ain't none of that bullshit work. A more conscious community mumbo jumbo. These niggas coming out of these conscious community, modeling they shit exactly after the Pan-African or whatever institute they was in. Shit crumbling apart. All this doctrine. If it wasn't doctrine, they should be standing up right now. Bars. If it was doctrine, they should be standing up to something. That shit ain't worth 2 pennies. What we gonna do is, bro, we gonna make sure that on our end, whatever end we holding, we gonna put our best foot forward in it, bro. You know, niggas ain't got no passion for it, bro. Nigga might overlook you. Nigga know who real and who fake with this shit, bro. Your ancestors know if you real or you fake with this shit. Your ancestors know if you got in touch with them or if you been looking for them. You can come tell us whatever the fuck you want to tell us. Yeah, your ancestors know you ain't found them or been looking for them or no shit like that. No, a lot of motherfuckers ain't doing too much studying because, man, it's obvious. You see them every day. Man, it's imperative, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. Whatever happens, bro, we cannot fail this go round. Niggas always say that the generation before us dropped the ball. And so now it's our time to shine, bro. What you gotta understand is, bro, the game passes you up fast. It's only a window. You don't want to be no old nigga out here trying to goddamn gatekeep the game and over the youngsters and all of that. Nah, bro, you get your time. It's a window. It's a window, bro. Some motherfuckers out here, bro, that be on the front line, bro. Y'all need to go get y'all kids, cause y'all kids the same age. Let us talk to y'all kids and shit. We need to be interacting with them, organizing with them, and all that type of shit. We the same ages and shit. That's who we need to get it, goddamn man. And y'all go sit in the OG seats and shit. Give us y'all kids and shit, and we organize, and maybe it'll relate more or something. I don't know. We trying to figure this shit out, bro. But before it's all over with, bro, one thing we gotta know is that ain't nobody coming to help the American Indian. So niggas want to make up 5 names for one group of people. That's something that I don't understand. Oh, we beefing over the names and titles and nigga, you only one thing. You only one motherfucking thing, nigga. How in the hell, nigga, you get 5, 6, 8 different names for one thing, and then out of the 8, you want to pick one. You got 8 different groups for one motherfucker. Man, the game passed you up fast, bro. It's only a small window. It's only a small window, bro. What you gonna do with it? Man, it's a lot of shit I want to say to y'all, bro, but I know it be so much motherfucking hate. And if you put it in the universe, it be motherfuckers don't want to see it happen. It be more negative motherfucking energy on your ideas and shit than it is motherfuckers positive and wanting you to win. And then a lot of times it be the motherfuckers you break the news to, the ones you think gonna be happy for you. That part. Them the ones, goddamn, yeah. But life real, man. It's a lot of games how these hoes want to play with us, bro. I know we had the Moors in America. I mean, how the Moors and the Indians took over America. That was supposed to be coming tomorrow. Man, something happened. Threw me off my goddamn focus on that. And this whole ass DNA shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about sick of this shit. This DNA shit, this shit's really starting to rub me the wrong motherfucking way. I'm sick of niggas coming out here talking about, have you done your DNA test? And you know, I'll be having my arms folded, bro. I'll be like, bro, I'm not finna entertain that whole ass shit. Cause I know it's bullshit, but maybe these niggas don't know it's bullshit. So, okay, you niggas wanna fuck around. I'm about sick of this whole ass DNA shit, bro. Hey, drop a 1 in the chat if y'all about sick of this whole ass DNA test shit. I say it's time to put this shit to bed. I say it's time to get rid of this whole ass shit, bro. I mean, go right in the center of it, bro, and get rid of this shit. Because it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. And motherfucker, we can prove it. So, you know how we do it the BCU way. We like to show and prove. We're going to talk about that today, goddamn. Get on your motherfucking toes in this hoe, man. The BCU way. Drop some flames and arrows in this hoe, man. Y'all ready to turn this bitch up, man. The Indian way.
Chief out of flight, nigga can't even see me. I'm way out of here, I'm too far in the sky. Heard me, it's ash for the dog, my ash. Bitch so pretty, little better. Chief out of flight, nigga can't even see me. I'm way out of here, I'm too far in the sky. Heard me, it's ash for the dog, my ash. Bitch so. Chief out of flight, nigga can't even see me. I'm way out of here, I'm too far in the sky. Heard me, it's ash for the dog, my ash. Bitch so pretty, little better. Buffalo Zoos that you calling me daddy. Walking on shit, turn it up and I guess. Came out the gutter, they never me the swagger. Secure the bag, got a bitch, I'm a bag. Tryna live up, got a bitch, she good. Parker 2 million in the middle of my hood. Nigga, no mud I made out of the sewer. Pro hard accessories, whatever, I'm good. I did these niggas, they looking the same. They copy my lingo, they biting my chain. Championship, ranges go after shit. Bitch, breaking niggas,
my nigga Ken Brooks in the building today. We got Ken and Carrie in this hoe at the same time. Turn up.
Dirty the fountain, but making the Canada, bro. Get this money like it's my religion. It's to be a man, they're sad. If for any of these niggas, they try to compare with that brother. Dirty the fountain, but making the Canada, bro. Get this money like it's my religion.
What's up, Tifa Miller, the homie Joe 47, even in this bitch.
It's to be a man, they're sad. If for any of these niggas, they try to do
Best media.
Dirty the fountain, but making the Canada, bro. Get this money like it's my religion. It's to be a man, they're sad. If for any of these niggas, they try to whatever.
Hey, y'all ain't seen Warrior King motherfucking ass. Whatever happened to Warrior King?
Them that touched 100, that just off the gig. They came out the jungle, they kidnapped me. Trap out of Bellows, spent 10 on the crib. I look at the ocean, it's spread through the air. Pin on my man, it's clear with me. I keep them no funny, no matter what I'm in. I have touch your ass, you can place your career.
You fucking me good, bitch, you helping me win.
Niggas can't see me, you know I'm teach. Too many riches and all of the real. So I never saw one thing in my queen.
I pop a Tesla, I feel with a kid.
She never saw one thing in my queen. I pop the E, I can feel with it. I never saw one thing in my queen.
I popped a Tesla, I fell with a kid.
The E, I can feel with a kid. Chief out of flight, nigga can't even see me. I'm way out of here, I'm too far in the sky. Heard me, it's ash for the dog.
Oh, that nigga Warrior King go. What's up with it, goddamn? I ain't seen the homie in a while.
Ash, bitch so pretty, little better. Came out the gutter, they never made a swagger.
Yo, T305 in the high.
Turning it up, gotta make sure she good. Perking 2 mil in the middle of my hood. Drinking the mud I made out of the sewer. Pour out the 6 weeks, whatever, I'm good. Out of these niggas, they looking the same. They copy my lingo, they biting my chain. Championship, races, go after shit, bitch.
Just break a neck just to look at Lil Hoover. What up, though? Turn that motherfucker up. Man, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling, man? We gonna go through that today. We're gonna go through that today, man. I appreciate everybody coming to pull up on the kid, goddamn. I see no sellout, almighty law in this hoe. Copper Skin King in the motherfucking building. He still hung over. He went to the strip club last night. Happy late birthday, nigga. He went to the strip club last night. Bought a Mexican bitch for the night. Yeah. Bought a Mexican bitch for 2 hours. Oh, wow, Indian done in the building, goddamn. That boy from Florida. That boy from Florida, Lion-Hearted Warrior. Hey, Lion-Hearted Warrior, who is your name? Lion-Hearted Warrior. Did you change your name or something? Who is that, y'all? Who is Lion-Hearted Warrior? Tifa Miller in the building. Oriel Smith, I see you, homie. Dark Chief 305 in the high. Joe 47 representing that Texas Triangle. She Hoisted in the building. What's up, BCU? Man, Tifa talking about just wanted 1045, his 1045, Cali 1045. Man, you know what happened? I tripped out. So I sat down and I was about to go live, and I said, damn, I ain't got no papers to roll up. So I was smoking cones. So I ran to the smoke shop. I get to the smoke shop. They had a sign on the door said, we'll be back soon. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's a liquor store. I tried to go in the liquor store because they sell cones in that house. Them hoes told me they don't open the 10. So I had to run down the way to this other smoke shop. So then I get to the highs. Soon as I sit down, guess what's right there by the computers? Box of cones. Ain't that a bitch? I did all that for nothing. I'm late for nothing. But shout out to y'all, goddamn. So I guess the answer to that is Indian time, Tifa. Indian time. Liz Robinson in the building. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Never ever leave from. What's up with the best media in the motherfucking building? Yanni Versatile. World and Thunder, the Golden Jaguar. Y'all hear that, ladies? Y'all hear that, ladies? Just that name. When you just hear the name, World and Thunder, the Golden Jaguar. Women, what's the first thing come to your head, goddamn? What she tell you, your homegirl? Hey, ask your homegirl, hey, you got a partner? Yeah. Tell your homegirl, my homeboy over here with me. Yeah, so when I come see you, goddamn, let her know he gonna come through and speak. You know, my homeboy say he want to meet her. What's his name? World and Thunder. Yeah, World and Thunder. The Golden Jaguar. She said, "Who that nigga Golden? Yeah, he's a Golden Jaguar." Alabama in the motherfucking building. Turtle Skull Live in the motherfucking building. Wildflower Power. That Bougie got power. We fucked in the shower. What's up? What's up with it, Joe Jack? Turn up one time. EJ in the motherfucking building. Nay represent that Bowman, homegrown in the motherfucking building. That Bougie got power. Sylvia Love John. What is high? What is higher? What is higher learning? Hey, y'all, we watching higher learning. Next time we have movie night, I don't know when it is, whenever it is. We voting higher learning, goddamn. I don't know. Treese got you niggas in that hoe watching action movies and yeah. Got you niggas in that bitch watching Bad Boys 6 and shit like that. Listen, man. You niggas got shootouts and shit. We need class. We need a classroom in there. I don't give a damn. We watching Class Act. Y'all remember Class Act with Kid and Play? Or nigga Lean on Me. Can we get Lean on Me in there, hoe? Get them chains off the motherfucker though. Can we get lean on me and this motherfucker? Yeah, we gonna take it back. We gonna take it back. This nigga in here trying to figure out why the fuck is John Claude Van Damme jumping out of motherfucking 100 feet. Yeah, jumping off the Empire State Building and shit, fucking with trees. Police sirens and high speed chases and shit like that. God damn it, lean on me. Yeah, we need to get him in the classroom, get him in the books. Why you can't get a motherfucking building? What's up with it, Nicky Sunflower, the homie Shrug 2G, Waldo Wesley in this motherfucker. Tracy in the building. Cutting Jr. in this motherfucker. My bad if I ain't get everybody, goddamn. What's up with it, CSH Combat Sports? The homie Vito in the building. What's up with it, Vito? Big second in, ho. Trying to get everybody, man, many people as I can. Shout out to the family, Almighty Law, goddamn, one of the day ones in the building. Grandfather Claus. All right, turn that wig get there. Ken Brooks, I see y'all know sellout in this motherfucker. Macadon in this motherfucker, the homie TP2 Live, Green Pill. All right, let's get to the show. Hi, niggas say class act. I knew one of you old niggas was gonna say Cooley High. I never seen Cooley High, but I knew one of you old niggas was gonna say Cooley High. I ain't never seen Cooley High. Northern Bell, what up though? Desmond Kirkendall. All right, so check it. I do got an announcement to make. I'll wait though. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait. But what I will tell y'all is that nigga say, what type of program y'all running outside though? Yeah, nah, for real though. Them hoes over the 10, man. Them hoes at 10 o'clock. But watch this here, y'all. Y'all know, y'all remember the damn, you know what? Let me do something then. Let me do something right quick. I want to put it on the screen, you hear me? We want to put it on the screen, goddamn. So y'all remember when we was talking and we say we're gonna do the podcast, right? Now the podcast, the 12 play podcast, you dig what I mean? Y'all remember we was gonna do the podcast, and it's gonna be based on conversation around the sex community. You know what I'm saying? So next week we'll have a store up by next week. We'll have a store up coming soon. And y'all can go to the online store. We're gonna have all our toys, we're gonna play games. Y'all come see the show. Now, a lot of y'all was talking about the vibrator panties and all this type of shit there. We got you covered. Yeah, we got you covered. And when we gonna, you know, so it's gonna be interviews, man. I'm trying to find where I want to put the podcast. I don't think it'll survive long on YouTube. I don't think it'll survive long on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna figure out a way that we can promote it over here on YouTube. But you will have we'll find out what platform we're gonna use for it. The ideas that we have for this show right here gonna be a little different, man. It ain't just all about freaking and fucking and all that. It's sex education, man. It's gonna be educational. Educational purposes. Can we get some educational purposes only in the chat? Yeah, we go. It's educational purposes only. So we're gonna bring in educators, you know, porn stars, and I know, and you know, we're gonna have some men in there, goddamn, show these other men how to suck on the pussy. Yeah, you gotta say it like this so they can know you mean business. Yeah, we're gonna bring some men in there, goddamn, show you men how to suck on some pussy, goddamn. We're gonna have the women in there to show y'all how to ride some dick. We already got some sex educators in mind and shit. And yeah, we're gonna take it forward. We also gonna have another element in the show where we do games or whatever. And well, you can win prizes and shit. So we got right now, we have like I think like 6 different toys, like 5 or 6 different toys. And that's just what we're gonna start out with. Of course, the store gonna grow, but we're gonna start off with those. I'm real curious. We want to one of the somebody gonna win the vibrator panties. And you hook it up, you connect it to your Bluetooth. So I don't give a damn if you want to goddamn vibrate yourself, you want to shock yourself, or you put it in somebody's phone. You know what I'm saying? They got the Bluetooth activation to the phone. And yeah, man, we want to send somebody out on a nice date or something, you know, and y'all come back with the story, man, and let us know how that went. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're gonna put something together for that. And I think that'll be on like the first show. We'll start it off on that. And then we want to get them back for the next show to let us know how it went in the segment of the show. But it let me see. That'll be on the 12 Play podcast. You dig what I mean? All right. Let's make sure we hit the goddamn like button, share the video. Goddamn, we're gonna turn up. Yeah, Kiki educational, mama. That's it. We just want to educate the world. Teach. Yeah. She said, stop chewing on the clit. Okay, you niggas be out here. You niggas out here eating Laffy Taffies on the nah. You niggas out here biting down on the clit. You like that? You like that? Shrug say clap codes in full effect. Yeah, we opening up the boom boom room. We educational purposes only at the end of the day. All right, let's get to the show. Now, something happened the other day, bro. That that was a conversation had between Shan and Jabari about this Albert Perry situation. And Jabari, not only him, but just the Pan-African community and the scientific community are running with the story that Albert Perry is an African. We're gonna, so that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Instead of the Moors and the Indians took over America, we'll come back next week for that. We're gonna go into this DNA shit because I'm just sick of it, bro. Where did all of this whole ass shit come from? Why is niggas running around here regurgitating it? And why do they need to turn Albert Perry African? Because first off, even the science that they doing is wrong. I mean, when we come back and talk about this shit tomorrow, where did all of this shit come from? Who did it? Why they did it? And any nigga that's out here running with this story, you ain't got a leg to stand on. I'm gonna tell you right now, you niggas don't have a leg to stand on. Coming from, let's say, anyone who uses this DNA or this science claim. See, on their side, they feel as though they're protected. Why? Because they have a built-in argument already. Any nigga siding with science is siding with the colonizer anyway. Let me say that. Any nigga siding with science is siding with the colonizer. We like to say this is the teaching moment. Brother Albert Perry is a prime example of how science colonizes indigenous people. Science take away your free rights. Science take away your sovereignty. Science takes away your history. Science takes away your name. Science takes away your existence. And it was meant to do that. This an easy win right here. This Albert Perry, this science shit. Let's get to the DNA test shit. Y'all know these niggas always give us all the big shit. They give us the big shit to do. When we drop it, everybody gonna regurgitate it and ain't gonna say we got it from Chief or none of that. Niggas just running around their whole life. They been knew this shit. DNA shit, we finna pick it up and slam it on this motherfucking collarbone. It's over with for you niggas, bro. Y'all just ain't made me mad enough. The other day, Jabari pissed me off though. Because I said, you know what, this shit is, that's it, bro. That's it. This shit gotta go. This shit gotta go, man. So I see y'all tomorrow, man. We gonna go through there on that. Let me do this here, bro, because well, damn, I don't want to give up the game. We'll wait till tomorrow. I want to bring y'all back though. Hold on. I did want to go through this here, man. I did want to go through this here. Let me do this here. Hold on, we're gonna go through some audio real quick. Never forget. Turn up. Y'all remember when they had these white colonizers out there, bro, and they had jumped out on this nigga. This is a BCU classic right here. They had jumped out on this nigga, bro. I was on my way home, bro, just la-da-da-da-da. And I seen these Klansmen. They ran down on this nigga. And I sat in the bushes. I was in the trees waiting on them. Like a jaguar, I climbed in the tree. I was at the top looking down. But watch this shit here. Let's walk. I'm scrolling, bro. Had to take a genie out. Full of that old man. And 17 with the Cherokee Indian deal.
They were descendants of English, the English nation. They were ethnically from the English, the British Isles.
He say missed the whole show. Nah, I'm born here. We just got here. We just now starting up. Green Pill said, Franz Boaz, Melville Hergefish. I'm gonna show you something. Green Pill. I'm not even gonna mention them no more. See, when you get Melville Herkovich, what he was instrumental in is bringing out, he was around in that paradigm where they had, for African studies, having a culture, putting a culture, attaching a culture of Africa, saying that he seen it here in America. And he started going around saying, niggas got a culture. It's African. So that's more so Melville Herkovich. Franz Boas, what did he do? Franz Boas, and a lot of people mistakenly think he came up with anthropology, but it wasn't. Anthropology started down there in Mexico. The Americas. All of this science shit, this Western science, the science that these niggas basing it on, started here in America. This skull and bones game niggas play didn't start in Africa, but everything ended up Africa. All your studies started here in America. For us, the Indian bones and the classifications, this racial system, smaller skulls, and these white folks smarter than you and all of that shit, that's Morton. And you know what? This Indian community, when I got here, these niggas was around here quoting Morton. They was quoting this nigga. You still have motherfuckers today. Niggas run around this whole pushing doctrine. Boy, nigga, mop these niggas up, bro. If it was some real scholarship, I told y'all that shit don't exist no more. Not like it used to. Niggas be around this whole pulling Morton. I done heard this shit over and over and over again. Indians. And I'm like, you don't even know how you ended up in this shit. Cranial America, man. What changed the game? See, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to throw all this shit in the bill tomorrow then. Oh, Franz Boas come in, and Franz Boas ended up with the same classifications, and a lot of his shit was wrong. Not only he was wrong, but the nigga who wrote the book on the tribes of America, that nigga that was wrong. Franz Boas said, nigga, he didn't know the names. He didn't even bother to look for them. He just classified all into one group. So that's where you get these classifications and shit from. They don't even list the other tribes. They don't even go looking for them. Franz Boas did that. And he told him, man, we got bills on this, bro. Y'all, please go through the channel, because most of every fucking video on here you're going to click on, we're going to have something on the screen. We're going to have a PowerPoint or some type of information up there, bro. I mean, you go back to 2020, Black Europeans and all of that shit there. We went through all that, the colonization. 2021, we went through Africa. We went and broke all this shit down centered around colonization. The skulls and the bones and all that shit. Go back last year, end of last year, you get all of that. You get all of what Franz Boas and them did. You get how they created anthropology, why they created it down there. Your history was taken through science. Everything about you, the American Indian, being written out of history and shit, well, the science game did it. They didn't go looking for nothing in Africa. How do we know that? Because we know when they got to Africa. We know when they went through the interior parts of Africa. By the time they was going through the interior parts of Africa, nigga, we was fighting the Civil War in America. Run it back, Chief. Nigga was going through Reconstruction era in America by the time them folks made it through to the interior parts of Africa. Nigga, they had been using skulls and Indian skulls in this science over here in America. Wait, go back to the first Seminole Wars and shit. That's what Morton them got a lot of their skulls in his science and shit. They went, listen, bro, this shit here, these folks just figured out about Africa. Look when them African states went into statehood over there. Countries and shit. Nigeria and all that. That's the 20th century. Brand new shit. So how are they coming up with all this ancient ass shit when y'all niggas ain't even been over there that long? Tomorrow we gonna body slam these hoes. And I'm gonna tell you bitches something. We don't even need that much time to put it together. You hoes just had to piss me off. I'm pissed off now. They say Albert Perry Gullah Geechee. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Let's walk.
So they were Anglo-Saxon. White typically refers to somebody of Western Europe. Okay, well, I mean, if that's how you want to define it, I would certainly say that I have no evidence that all of the founders were white. Well, again, you would be stupid then, because I would say that I'm far from stupid. That's probably not the direction you want to take the conversation. Well,
that nigga say, nigga, I'm far from stupid. That might not be the direction you want to take the conversation. Yeah, that nigga say, you don't know who you fucking with, Jack. Hey, I'm from Texas. You know how we used to solve it? Shit, we meet up at high noon. Yeah, walk 5 paces and draw, nigga. Last man standing.
It's just, are you being serious? Like, can you name one founder that isn't of, Western Europe or even Eastern Europe? I mean, you can't. Like, there isn't any founders that are not from the European continent, or their descendants aren't, or their ancestors are not from the European continent. So,
hey, shout out to Caramello, shout out to Sister Rhonda. Matter of fact, tonight, this Sister Rhonda Thursday, Truth Uncompromised coming on today, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. You ain't subscribed, you need to get over there. Last week they had Black George Washington. Carrie Mayo dropped Black George Washington video over there too, man. Y'all go check out them. That's the family's channel, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get subbed to them. I want to see some BCU channels, bro. I want to see some BCU channels. Somebody out there, goddamn, who's been on their mind, they say, hey, man, I want to start a channel. Shout out to Back for What's Mine. Back for What's Mine got something going on over there on the channel. Back, drop your link if you ain't, man. Y'all, we got. I want to see some BCU channels, but tonight, Sister Run, the Truth Uncompromised, but they did make these videos of the Black George Washington. Next week we going through there, man. How Moors and Indians conquered America. We're gonna handle this DNA shit. We're gonna ride on these niggas, get this shit up out the way, and we're gonna get back to business.
My argument isn't where they're from. My argument is, how do you know they were all white? So you define white, and so now you can go back to see.
Hey, get them likes up, family. Get them likes up. It's 80 likes out of 110 people. I don't even be looking down. Hey, y'all, let's get the likes up, family. Can we get the likes up in here?
Where they're from, and determine whether or not everyone from that place is what we would call white.
Okay, can you name one founder that isn't what I just defined?
So that has nothing to do with my point. My point is,
I understand what your point is.
My question is
based on,
is there a reference
questioning
that describes these folks, each one of them, as white?
Sure. Like modern day, every single historian would agree that these are European people. Based off of the population, based off of the way that they were described, based off of the way that they're imaged. Okay, yes, people can draw different things, but when you have hundreds of drawings of the same person and they all look exactly the same, or they have similar features, this is like kind of stupid.
So modern historians are not primary sources.
Okay, I just gave you a primary source of how the ancestors or how the founding fathers are white. They have the lineage that traces back to Europe. There you go. We see that through censuses taken at the time by the British company.
G5 Gabe, what's up with it, family? Turn up one time, man. My nigga G5 Gabe up in this motherfucker. Hey, man.
Doesn't matter if I like it or not. I was just asking a question. Do you have a primary source to determine whether or not they're all white?
Is the census a primary source to you?
It depends on the data that's in the census.
Okay, can you give me an example of what a primary source would be?
A primary source would be letters, journal and diary entries that describe interactions that happened from folks.
So you're going to also be a primary source that is not the standard
newspapers.
That is not the standard that we have in terms of like what we view as what primary sources are, right? So a good example of like a primary source in terms of history of a land would be the Ecclesiastical Journal of the British People, and it's written by Bede the Bard. And that is a primary source. So most of the information that we derive from England pre-600 AD comes from him. So that comes from letters or things. So with that, in your case, that would not be a primary source. Luckily, we don't go off of your visions of what a primary or secondary source is. If we did, we would have no such thing as a primary source.
Y'all hear these niggas, bro? White folks stupid. Stop letting white folks talk to you like they smart, like they know something, or like they got any fucking history in this country. I'm sitting there, I'm eating my SpaghettiOs, but I say I'm about to slap this shit out this white boy when I get up. You hear me? Yeah, nigga, I'm about to palm your shit, bitch. Bitch, you just keep on feeling smart, bitch. I hope you got on glasses, cause I'm finna slap them bitches off your head, though.
Luckily, we rely on censuses and well-known common sense, of the time period, these types of things.
My bad,
Luckily, we
y'all.
don't rely on journal entries of somebody. Keep in mind, people can lie in journal entries. When you talk about history, when you talk about these types of things, you have to look at society. You have to look at these, these people. What were they doing? They were clearly European. They were clearly of a European descendant line. So, there you go. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole anymore. I think it's stupid. I think what you're doing is stupid. I think it's weak. It's weak footing. It has no strength whatsoever.
Well, interesting choice of words, but I think those words are more reflective of their willingness to have a conversation than anything that I've offered.
No, I'm not willing to have, well, exactly right. I'm not willing to have a conversation about something that is accepted as a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to argue with somebody that believes the earth is flat because they look out at the horizon and it looks flat to them. This is not.
Hey, Julie say, what is the 5 fingers say to the face, white boy? Go to sleep. That's what the motherfucker said. Go to sleep.
What I deal with truth, and I deal with facts.
That would be a primary source if they put that in a tweet.
Exactly, right? So I don't deal with these stupid arguments that have no fundamental backing and rely totally on questioning. These people were clearly European. They clearly had a European ancestral tie.
Sue said she had the lie about to come out the showroom floor on you niggas ass. I got the giggles. I'm just out here balling out of control. I had to chuckle. When you're balling out of control, you gotta chuckle,
Being from Europe, even though we both acknowledge that not everyone from Europe is what we would consider white.
They are from England. They're Anglo-Saxons.
All of them.
Okay. Yes, actually, almost 90%, or I think it's like 95% of the founding fathers were Anglo-Saxon.
Y'all heard that nigga? 95% of the founding fathers was Anglo-Saxon.
5% were Germanic. So
5% was Germanic.
yeah.
So that's not all of them.
But they would be classified as white. That would be white. That would be Western civilization enjoyer, somebody that.
You hear these niggas, bro? One thing I don't like, these niggas be trying to take. Listen, whenever you hear a motherfucker talking about Western civilization, they automatically try to make it white folk. And I blame Pan-Africans. That's the Pan-African fault. You got to understand, Pan-Africans are saying everything. Everything that white supremacists say, Pan-Africans say it, bro. It's a split image. Western civilization is not white European. That is black European. No, nigga. Western civilization is the Americas. All that game come from the Americas. Why do you say that, Chief? Because Western Europe civilization was occupied by black people. The niggas came in first, and then the white boys came. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm finna max him out. I'm finna knock this whole front teeth out. What? I'm just sitting back, bro. Y'all got mine, man. I had been sitting there like 30 minutes. They been looking at me. Cause see, when I came in there, when nobody was there, it was like 4 white boys on the panel. So when I came in, they were just sitting there. I sat there like 20 minutes. They were trying to pull me up, talking shit. Oh, he's the Indian and yeah. I'm just sitting there, bro. I ain't said nothing. Then some other nigga came in. I don't know if he knew me or not, but he went in and went straight to business. What's up? He said, I see y'all want to fuck around tonight. Come on with it. And, they got the tussling out there. They kind of getting the best of the nigga. But, I ain't done with dinner yet. So I'm just enjoying the show.
Has lived in Western civilization, ancestors lived in Western civilization, Protestants. These are like all of the like go-tos in terms of like their race.
Okay, that's fine. I was questioning the title and whether or not you have primary.
Green Pill say, what app this on? Let me tell you something, Green Pill. If you ain't on there, don't go, bro. Don't go, Green Pill. Do it for me. The app is at the trap. Don't go over there, bro. It ain't nothing good, nothing good going on over there, bro. Let me tell you, the culture, even the Indian culture, bro, is not the same as the culture over here. It's too many. It's too many, other ways over there in that culture, bro. There's too many other ways to do this shit. So yeah, bro. Don't go over there, bro.
Resources, so I guess the answer is no.
Okay, here I
The
come.
answer is yes. Your version of a primary source actually makes no sense.
I think I'm done with that now.
Even if all of the founding fathers...
Where's that napkin that was sitting next to me?
Some of the founding fathers were...
Y'all hear this damn fool?
The majority of the population was white. They were Anglo-Saxons. They were Germanic. They were French. Most of them were Anglo-Saxons. This is a land of that group of people. This is a nation of these people. Right? They made up the super majority.
Look at Greenfield. Look at that nigga. That's Sigma, motherfucking ass.
What does supermajority mean? It means 90% or higher. Okay, so that would make it a white nation.
He got down on my boy. My boy don't want no trouble.
He's taken at a time. The registers, these are things that you have to rely on if you look at history.
These are the particulars you have to rely on if you're gonna do this type of research. Okay, you got that, nigger? That's how you do a black nigga. That's how you talk to a black nigga. That white boy get in there just sounds smart. You hear me? That shit only work on black niggas. I'm gonna let that one ride. I'm gonna let that one sit on you. You hear this white boy, you hear that confidence he talking in? Put the white boy voice on and everything. Got a little authority coming behind that. You hear him? And he's teaching this nigga. That's how he feel. He feel like he teaching this nigga. Talk to him, Chief. You can see a little missionary conversion in there. What he tell that nigga at the end? So these are the things, these are the particulars you want to look into. Okay? Now you remember that 95%, okay, were white. You remember that, boy? When I brought you on that boat over here from Africa, maybe I should have taught you how to read. Maybe I should have taught you what a primary source was when I brought you nigga ass from Africa. Talk to him, Chief. You were too busy working in the fields. Nigger boy, don't you ever get out your motherfucking body again. I smack fire, nigger boy. Don't you ever fucking get out your body again. You think you're gonna come in here and challenge me. You get on down yonder before I fucking hang you from that tree out there, you fucking nigger, you black monkey bitch. And tell your wife to come here. I want to Netflix and chill. man, y'all come get this damn food. Man, y'all come get this damn food, man. Man, hell nah. Man, what the hell wrong with this nigga, man? What the fuck be going on in this nigga mind? Shout out to the homie, the OG, I'm born here. Shout out to OG Ishmael Bay. Shout out to the OG Amani Bay, goddamn. Shout out to the OG, the triple OG, Donald Grant.
The population of the founding fathers. So you kind of talking about the goalposts.
I gave.
Y'all heard that button go off? They done let me in. I'm in, nigga. I done put the mask on, nigga. I slid the mask out over here, nigga. Y'all heard that? Man, wow.
She kind of
Talking about
goalposts.
I gave you. I played your ball game where I said, look, let's say they're all Chinese. It doesn't matter. The majority of the people, 90% of the population, is of this cloth, which makes it this. The founding fathers were all part of that cloth as well, despite whether.
Oh my bad, y'all. Please excuse me. I'm over here rolling up.
If you believe it, then I'm not gonna argue with your belief.
Look at it. He done converted that nigga. You hear him? That nigga said, "Is Jesus your Is Jesus your what he told that nigga? Is Jesus your savior and your master?" Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? Look, man, I didn't come here for that. He said, "Do you give your life to the Lord and Savior, Master, the one true God, Jesus of the Christ?" This nigga up. Hell no. He say. Hey. Nah, that's some cold shit though. White boy put that white boy voice on, bro, and I'm gonna tell you, it worked. He broke him. He broke him in the end. He got that nigga, bro. He tapped in. It's a button. See, you niggas don't even know about the button. You niggas gotta know about the button. Pan-Africans know about the button. They over there with the white boy. It's a button. I'll tell y'all know my favorite interview in the whole world when it comes to Indian shit is Chief Kalinago versus the Cherokee Nation. That's my favorite video. I don't give a fuck. Favorite video. What the white boy Cherokee do? He went in there, he went after that button. And nigga hit that big red button. That big red button, nigga, supposed to make your ass go like the Material Man. What's that goddamn move? What they call this shit? Yeah, it's a button go off, nigga. You go back colonize, you go back zombie. Yeah, nigga got a button in your ass, nigga. That white boy told colonize, "You're from Africa. Like it or not, you came here from Africa." Hey, and he told him like 2-3 times, and he kind of stumbled him, right? I ain't gonna lie. He said, Colinago was like, say, because it's 2 things can happen to you. I ain't gonna lie, damn, it happened to me. Fucking with Jabari bald head ass. Jabari tried to do me like that. You're from Africa. And then they get to slapping tables and, throwing their hands up and shaking their head like you tripping and like, you're from Africa, a confused African, but you're an African. White boy told that nigga Colinago, nope, you're not a Cherokee. I'm a Cherokee. You're brought here from Africa on a boat. And then he told him 3 times in a row. I guess that's how they train you at the school. They said you got to say it 3 times in a row. And blink your eyes every time you do it. Blink, 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 blink. And then you got to say, you're not from America. You're from Africa. You were brought here on boats. So watch this here white boy that got the low tone on him like a priest. Yeah, nigga that went missionary on that nigga.
Sean, what do you believe?
I believe I don't have enough information to know for certain, so I continue to look for primary sources.
Put your mind, close your eyes, put your mind on Jesus. Bow your head. Yeah, put your mind on Jesus. Jesus, we got a boy that come here today. He's lost, God. He's lost in the wilderness. His soul is in many places, Lord. He's searching for self. He finds himself on the road and he's searching for self. And the road, the road got tough on him. It got rough on him. He went through trials and the tribulations, God, and he's trying to find a home, and his heart is lonely, and the world is cold, God, and Jesus threw a blanket around his shoulders. Amen. Jesus threw a blanket around his shoulders and told him, come home. Come on home. Come on home. What was that again, boy?
Continue to look for primary sources, enough information.
Sean, what do you believe?
I believe I don't have enough information to know for certain, so I continue to look for primary sources.
White boy whispered, okay. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for sharing that. It takes a lot. Hold on, T. What he whispered? Come on home. What was that again, boy?
Continue to look for primary sources, enough information.
Sean, what do you believe?
I believe I don't have enough information to know for certain, so I continue to look for primary sources.
White boy whispered, okay. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for sharing that. It takes a lot. I understand what you've been through, Sean. I'm here for you, brother. Hell no. Time about that nigga caught me out going. Say, man, come get this nigga, man. Say, man, come get this nigga, man. In the road, in it.
I believe I don't have enough information.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for sharing that. It takes a lot. I understand what you've been through, Sean. I'm here for you, brother. I am here for you, brother. Come on home. Jesus been waiting on you. Yeah. Jesus said, when you gonna let a nigga fuck? With that bang on his eye. Jesus standing there with that bang, with the brunette bang on his. Jesus got the Aaliyah bang, got the left eye bang on his eyes, naked under a robe. Y'all know he ain't never had no shoes on. That whole barefooted. Jesus barefooted with a robe on. He had that robe Jabari be wearing, the Pan-Africans. Y'all know that big old robe the Pan-Africans be wearing. Barefooted and shit with a left eye bang on his eye. He said, when you go to that real nigga fuck? His eye, Yeshua. Hell no. Oh, you niggas doing that.
What are you leaning towards right now?
I'm leaning towards looking for more primary sources.
All right, bro. Come on. My turn.
You're breaking up. Can you say that one more time, please?
What's something that you're certain about?
Math. Physics. Chemistry. Biology.
Are you alive?
Do you have any kind of telepathy?
Say, man, one of the white boys hollering from the back, are you alive? What is going on in here? They finna jump him now. Now look, bro, he might be, I don't know what he is. That nigga might be an Aboriginal. I don't know. That nigga might be from the other side, Pan-African. Might be an Indian. Might be a Black European. I don't know, bro, but I just see the white boys start to circling him. Got him in the 3-point stance, and I said, damn, what the hell going on here? Y'all know the white boys get down. Guaranteed they gonna fuck him. If they get him on the ground, even if that wasn't even the plan to fuck him, that one of them gonna realize he on the ground and fuck him. Yeah, just the savage gonna come out of him, you know, bestiality. And so I say, man, I can't let that happen. I don't want it on my conscience.
Biology, yes. Being alive.
Biology, the biology textbook determines if you're alive?
Well, you said textbook, not me. You said
How do you know you can trust your senses, Sean?
you can't always. That's why you need to use discernment. This is
Right. How do you know when to use your discernment?
You should always use your discernment.
Hey, that hoe, one of them got an accent. Y'all hear? That bitch coming out rolling the R's and T's and shit. Yeah, they go take that boy to the dark side. Yeah. Come to the dark side.
Yeah, I'm not asking you what you should do. I'm asking you, how do you know? The answer is obvious. You have to get the mRNA vaccination. That's obvious. That's right. Yeah, you're not a human being until you become part nanobot.
Told that nigga, you're not a human being until you become part nanobot. The nigga said, how do I become part nanobot? That nigga told him, bend over. Them white boys finna rat pack him and fuck him. I say, come on, finish your dinner, Chief. Goddamn, don't let him gang rape him. Sound like that nigga fuck off. That nigga looking like food. I see one white boy get up and take his shirt off and shit. I'm like, what's going on? They just circled him and sit down around him. I'm like, nah, Chief, don't let him go out like this, man. Say, bro, I swear you the whole ass nigga, Chief. I'll never fuck with you again, man. You let the nigga get it. They did all put him Indian style. Niggas got English voices coming out now. One of them called him a lad. He one of them placed his palm on top of his hand and called him a lad. What say there, you lad? Call that nigga a lad. That nigga say, them contacts you got in your eyes or them your real eyes? I said, oh, hell no. Chief, man, fuck that dinner, man. Go on, get up. Yeah, one of the white boys said, are them contacts in your eyes or them your real eyes? Hell no. Hell no. I said, Chief, boy, you a whole ass nigga, man. You know they about to get him. You a whole cuz if you don't get up.
Yeah. I mean, basically, Elon said we're already cyborgs. That's biology.
That's a primary source of biology. Must be true.
Sean, do you believe that we can manage a society without a belief system? You think we can survive on maths only?
I know it's certain that you can't survive without math.
That's not necessarily true. It's a tool.
You heard that stupid ass white boy say it ain't necessary. That's how you know they ain't built nothing. The boy told him you can't have a world without math. This nigga was talking about that's not necessarily true. Maybe in the cave, you ain't gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? You nigga that you know that's coming from a nigga who ain't never did shit. No, he ain't had nothing to do with math. In his world, you don't need no motherfucking math or how to count or none of this type of shit, nigga. All right, son.
Yes, I agree.
Well, based woman in the chat, understanding what's going on, based. What's up, Ava?
Hi, y'all. Who are you?
I am Viper.
I am glad that Sean is out the room.
Yeah. How'd that happen? He was trolling. It was Kudo3200 Talker. Yeah, totally follower.
I had a question.
Kudo, you have 10 seconds. Sean is back.
Yeah, this whole ass nigga said 10 seconds. I ain't really feel it.
That looks like a fake account.
I have a question. All right. Y'all said that the early European immigration were white people. Do y'all have a source on that? Hold on, time out. Y'all heard this whole white boy laugh at me? Cuz I asked the question. This nigga got the chuckles. Bitch, I'll chop you in your motherfucking throat. This hoe got the chuckles.
You know, I think they're involved. They're upping their thinking. Wait, is this some kind of certain?
No. This is a real question.
Don't interrupt me, bro.
I mean, either you have the answer or you don't.
You can stop interrupting.
Do we have a source?
I think there's a little click here, Trevor, about
No, I don't know that guy.
Israelite shit.
I don't know that guy. I'm not an Israelite either.
He just gave his answer to what the next question would be.
Hey guys,
Okay, well, I have a source. I have a source that proves.
Because we was the original founding fathers.
Hey, white boy said they was the original founding fathers. Nigga said, what do you got? You know what I'm saying?
What's your sources, Big, that you're
And they keep muting me too. So the pauses and shit, they mute my mic.
gonna bring up?
Okay, so Benjamin Franklin, Benjamin Franklin would be my source. He said the Spaniards, the Italians, French, Russian, and Swedes are generally what we call swarthy complexion, and Germans and also the Anglo-Saxons as well. So this is in Benjamin Franklin concerning the increase of mankind. You guys, any one of y'all can pull that source up. So right here, Benjamin Franklin said that the Spaniards, Italian, French, Russian, Swedes were swarthy complected. If y'all know what swarthy complected was, that would be black complexion. That would be dark complexion.
Big, his statements were mentioning the majority of the people in the country. Yes, he agrees, and we all agree there are many different people in the country, but who is the majority culture?
Okay, the majority culture is American Indian culture. Don't do that, because Europeans have no culture in America. They have no culture in Europe, so we're not gonna do that.
The founding.
Yeah. Did y'all hear him talking about a culture? Boy, stop it. Boy, slap yourself. A culture? Boy, nigga, a white woman ain't ever tell me he got no motherfucking culture. Boy, go sit your ass in the corner somewhere. A culture? Where your culture is?
Father's eyes building the country. It was not for the Indians, it was for which people that were here.
It was black. Are you aware that it was black founding fathers as well? Richard Allen was a founding father. Absalom Jones was a founding father. James Foote was also a founding father. Anybody can pull this.
Thomas Jefferson last month.
Bitch, I didn't ask you that. I'm not talking about Thomas Jefferson right now. They said the Spaniards were black, the Italians were black, the French were black, the Russians, the Swedes, according to my source that I just pulled up. So Benjamin Franklin stated that. So unless y'all have a source that proves otherwise, we're waiting.
No, I agree, man.
Oh, I agree. One of the white boys don't want to fight no more. One of them don't want to fight no more. Hey, let's get the likes up, family. Jump on that like button. Jump on the like button. What's going on here? Jump on the like button. Hey, one of them raised his hand and say, no more. Don't hit me no more. I'm out of this shit. I agree. I'm with you. I'm with him. I'm with him, goddamn. Hey, shout out to the homie J Mix in the Cash App. Shout out to the homie Dog Chief 305 in the Cash App. Shout out to the homie Al in the Cash App. Shout out to Ashlyn. Shout out to the homie EJ in the Cash App.
This is a black country, and these white folk.
Hey, I got a question for you, Cassius. Cause y'all heard him back there trying to make a joke. He talking about, yeah, Big T, you right, this is a black country, and these old white folks, you know what, bitch, come here. I have a question for Cassius.
I want to say something. I think to reiterate your point. Have you ever seen provolone or nutbarley compared to aged 8-year cheddar in an underground cave?
I don't eat. This whole ass nigga asked me, have I seen some cheese compared to some other cheese in a motherfucking cave or some shit? I told that bitch, I don't eat cheese. Cheese, brother. So, I have a question for any one of you guys who can help out. What year did you guys' family immigrate to America? I can't hear you. I'm sorry if you can speak a little louder. Damn, I'm trying to get it on the mic, man. Hey, y'all, let me know if y'all can hear him. So you came in the 19th century. So you have absolutely. So why are you speaking about the founding fathers when you have no ties to the founding fathers? You come here in the 19th century, brother.
This is why. Because I want to protect what was and why so many people immigrated here. This is a nation that is built off of a set of certain values, protected by certain people. And what's been happening over time has been the total and utter destruction of these values. And what it's started with is the destruction of the history of this country and the rewriting of a lot and the retconning of a lot. And we're seeing it right now when you say these things about black people or Swedish or something. This is just
that's a fact. I can state John Jacob was my ancestor. He came from Switzerland. He came to Switzerland. They founded a town in South Carolina. He fought an American Revolution, and that's what made my family sons and daughters of the revolution through his pension. So, and he was allotted 300 acres from King George III. Yes, sir. And he was a black. He was.
Is that 90+% of the population was Anglo-Saxon? Okay, they came from the British Isles. Okay, then we had other waves of European peoples. We had the Germans, the Spanish, the French, mostly Germans for up until the 1840s. We saw Irish, French, and then way later we see the waves.
I'm about to slap this hoe, y'all. Hey, I want y'all to notice something he said, right? He said that coming later in the 1800s, 1840s, he said he started getting Irish migrations and he started going on. But what we know is, see, white folks started their Irish migrations in the 1840s, 1850s, 60s, around the Homestead Act. I'm talking about this shit is gotta understand what's going on. I mean, even when you look in Ashkenazi history in America, bro, they started in the 1800s. It was early 1800s. And that's Ashkenazi history here. These Irish, white Irish and shit, they start theirs in the 1800s. But we understand all of the wars and shit that was fought, even with the Irish and them through the Jacobite rebellions, the ones being brought here as prisoners and shit. Them were niggas. BigChiefUniversity.com. Y'all gotta fuck with the kid, man. Y'all niggas be bullshitting around here, bro. Y'all niggas gotta fuck with the kid. Nigga, we been consistent, nigga, bars, big bars. All of this shit here up, nigga. We came in, the white man is a hoe. You understand me? Nigga, you talking about a white boy did this and that, it took something, and went to white boy, it was this nigga that did it. We been consistent the whole way through, man. And now nigga look up and see, shout out to Jason Black, the Black Authority. It's a teaching moment. I love that nigga there. That nigga's a slave master, you hear me? He don't prove that nigga don't play with niggas. He hate him a nigga. I love it. Shout out to Jason Black, nigga. Keep doing your motherfucking thing, nigga. Keep leading by example around this hoe. That part. Y'all hear this hoe just talking? I'm feeling 1-2 this hoe. Bam, bam. It gotta get him out of there. He ain't leaving out the first round. I'm finna get that bitch out of here.
But this is what you see pretty consistently over the immigration period of the United States history. Okay? And the reason why these value systems were able to stay pretty much the same, even though they did change due to this immigration, was because of we weren't importing millions of people from foreign, civilizations, which is what we're doing now. We're literally importing millions of people from nations that are not Western, that do not support Western civilizations, that support something else. This is why. So your want, almost your incessant want to find a, how should I call it, a exception to the rule is dangerous because the exception is not the truth.
Well, it sounds like you're trying to place yourself in history. You see, most white people can't. Are you familiar? Most.
So instead of saying that, let's choose. What did I say that was wrong?
Well, I know you ain't just asked me what you say was wrong. Let me go back a little, right? Because I asked this motherfucker. I say, when did your family immigrate here? So he was trying to say, so they came through Ellis Island, right? We're going to find that out later, bro. But they came through Ellis Island, right? So they came here in the 1900s. So I asked him, what the fuck do you have to do with the founding fathers? If you ain't get here until the 1900s, 20th century, what the fuck do you got to do with a founding father conversation, immigrant? And so he tell me he has to protect the history. I think they were like some Klansmen or some type of white supremacy group or some shit though, to keep it gangster. Just listen to how they talking. They talking about protecting the values and holding on to the values of the country, and listen to what they saying. And so, and I give you something. See, because while we were talking, I was making them bitches pull it, bitch. And so he said he has to protect it because history is being rewritten. So here they come with that old unions and the daughters of the Confederates and this, that's the situation between them. Ain't nobody telling our story though. You know what I'm saying? And so, see, all of that shit fake, all of it rewritten, and they trying to write it over our story. But see, they don't even be expecting us to know. And a lot of times they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But let's walk. Well, everything you said was wrong. You talking about the principles that this country was built on. You said that the founding fathers were white. Are you familiar with the kings from Europe that set up the 13 colonies were black? The Stuart kings were black kings. King Charles, we can look up King Charles, who Charles in South Carolina named after. His nickname was the Black Boy King. And his mother, Henrietta, yes sir, you can look it up. His mother was Henrietta, and look, that's Google it. The Black Boy King. Time out, bro. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but the white boy like, wow, the Black Boy King. Y'all ain't hear that nigga back there? He like, wow, you hear this nigga? Wow, the Black Boy King. Yeah, bitch, keep that same energy.
Why should they call him the Black Boy King? Because he had dark skin. The last kings to rule Europe, they were taken off the throne. You say you from Ireland. You have Irish ancestry. Scotland, I'm sorry. You say you have Scotland ancestry. Well, if you have Scotland ancestry, then you're familiar with the wars against Oliver Cromwell, against the Protestants. Well, there was Black, Scottish, and Irish who was removed out of there and sent to Jamaica, Barbados, Jamaica, and later Virginia, South Carolina. So you brought up that they came in the 1830s. Your history is all the way wrong. See, that's why, because you're trying to fit in yourself in the story. Most of the people that came from Scotland in that era came out of 61 through the Homestead Act and later through Ellis Island, which your family came through. See, that's why I said you're trying to place yourself in history, and when you asked what was wrong, I said everything, because your whole concept on American history is wrong.
Okay, well, to correct you, yes, it looks like his nickname was the Black Boy King. The reason why he got this nickname was because of the darkness of his eyes.
Did y'all hear this motherfucker? So he went and pulled it, right? He went and pulled the King Charles being the Black Boy King. So he come back and he say, okay, so they did call him the Black Boy King. That's what he's saying right now. They call him Black Boy King. But the reason they call him the Black Boy King is because of his dark eyes. He said, nigga had dark eyes, boy. Why you don't get out of him with black ass eyes? You black eyed ass boy. Kind of remind me of a nigga by the eyes. Man, go on with this shit. The black boy eyes. That's why it's important for us to write our own history, bro. So then you got eyes like a black boy. We're gonna call you the Black Boy King. Then come back and say, well, they did call him Black Boy, Black Boy King. They called him Black Boy King. Then he did a little smack with it. Because of the darkness of his eyes. Go to sleep.
Of his eyes. But the reason why he was, to correct you, yes, it looks like his nickname was the Black Boy King. The reason why he got this nickname was because of the darkness of his eyes. According to
Stop it. The darkness of his skin.
Jab that hoe.
He was not black by any means.
Prove it.
You know what's so funny is...
Prove it.
Prove it?
It's that right hand sweeping the crowd.
So,
You know, stick that jab out there. Period, really. Bring the right hand right around that motherfucker. Prove it. Bitch, I know you was gonna say.
Prove it.
Prove it? Here's how. So, if we look at the family tree of...
See, when you get him like that, you want to shorten the punches up. You want to make it direct. You don't allow him to have 3, 4, 2 different answers. I want to hear all that shit, nigga. This was a direct question. That's shortening up your punches. And be ready to counter. And it picked the tempo up on a nigga who can't get his thoughts together. When I jabbed him with the prove it, that's why he repeated the question. You already out balanced, ho. And now he getting set again. Okay, here's how I prove it. So he got to sit back up. So he already had to bounce from here where he was gonna go with it to over here with it. Now we locked in. Now everything you say now, nigga, you owe me my answer. So I don't want to hear shit else. Ain't no 4, 5 ways. I don't want to hear no story, no short narratives. Give me mine, nigga. We finna exchange in the pocket. I got your bitch ass, nigga. I know I do. So now he set it up. We finna go.
The kings and queens of England from monarchy. There is no African lineage in this line.
They're not African. They're from Europe.
Shout out to the homie Shrugs, goddamn, in the super chat. Bring Hunting back, goddamn. He say, make American hunting the BCU. We all we got, and the only acronym I acknowledge is Indian gang or don't bang. The Indian way, in the real way. Shout out to Bumpkin in the motherfucking building.
Exactly.
Black people rule Europe. Yes, sir. What do you mean exactly?
Oh, they do. Black people.
See, if you really knew your history, you would know that connection between Charles I and Henrietta, which he married a Protestant, they were favoring Catholic at the time. That's when it started to. That's when it started to whiten up. Okay. See, you don't even know. You don't even know history.
So these black people,
No, all black people not from Africa. Those people are from Europe.
Okay. So black people are indigenous to England.
Yes, see, we don't have to find out where we're from. Y'all need to, obviously, y'all the ones who don't know where y'all are from. Okay? The last kings to rule Europe, listen, Jamestown, Virginia.
Science and history disagree.
Science. Do you know who created science? No, it don't have to be a black people, but this form of Western science you're speaking of, 1660 through the
Royal
it
Society.
come to me. It was the Royal
Society.
the oldest scientific Western scientific. King Charles II signed their charter. It'll come to me though, but that's where this form of Western science come from. And it was black people involved in that organization. First off, a black man, King Charles II, gave them that charter.
Specifically.
Yes, they were there before white people. yeah, they were there before white people.
This is probably one of the stupidest people ever.
So prove it. You have yet to prove anything. I've been proving everything I've been saying. And you even validated my source.
I have a question. What about, I've heard this before, maybe Chief knows, maybe Kessler knows, I'm not sure. Isn't there a tribe of Judah that was in...
No, tribe of Judah is fake. We never worry about a tribe of Judah.
So the ones who are in Ethiopia, I'm just trying to keep.
Well, they wasn't in Ethiopia. Okay, if you want to know, the true Jews came from Europe. Okay, so are you familiar with the Jews coming from Europe, being in Spain, and the history of the Jews in Portugal?
I know that once the ark settled on the Mount of Haran, around Turkey, there was the sons of Noah, and then they all split up.
No,
y'all hear white folks' concept on history? They really believe in that Bible history. This nigga said he know about the goddamn boat. Noah's Ark landed in Russia. And boy, bitch, you go to sleep too.
We're talking about real history, okay? I'm talking about in the days of colonization, early colonization. We'll go 1492. Jews were expelled out of Europe in 1492. They also were a lot of them found shelter in Portugal, where they were later taken in the slave trade. From there to Africa.
BC time.
Yeah, well, you don't know nobody from back then.
Nigga came at me on some aboriginal shit, talking about the BC time. He going about BC time. But that nigga ain't got no teeth, man. What's up with y'all homeboy teeth, bro? This nigga is a motherfucker, bro. What's up with y'all boy, man? You don't know no motherfucking body in BC time, nigga. Fuck you mean you going by BC time, nigga? Don't nobody in BC time know you, nigga.
Nah, they ended the room, y'all, on everything.
Bro.
Blasting on the little white boys, ended the room.
Yeah, that was some cold shit, bro. Nigga ended the room on me. All right. That was cold. Hold on, let me do something. And shout out to the homie Best Media. Shout out to the homie Best Media in the Cash App. Appreciate that love. Make sure y'all on that like button. Make sure y'all share it. Hey, yeah, that was a cold one right there. Shout out to the homie Big Set, goddamn. Shout out to Shelly. No, what's up with it, Shelly? Honey covered roses in the building. Honey covered chocolate roses. Caramel complected honey covered roses or something. It's a sticky situation. Star Child in the building. A little razzle dazzle. Shout out to the homie Best Media in the super chat. Top Cat, put your cash out on the screen. Little razzle dazzle. What's up with it, Raz? Alabama Indians in the building. When last time you walked 3 white boys down? It's got 3-piece. All right. Now, earlier in that build, I had mentioned one of my favorite builds in Indian territory. My favorite build, bro, in Indian territory was this build we about to go through right here, man. Shout out to Chief Colonization. Another classic. Let's walk.
Version of the Americas. I mean, we chosen to. All right, cool. I'm G. Yeah, so you're the third person I've been transferred to. So I'm just trying to get, some clarification, for my, to put on the record. I'm Cherokee by blood pedigree. And I was asking, how do you become a part of the Cherokee Nation? So is there any way you could give me some information on that?
Sure. The process for enrollment with the Cherokee Nation requires an ancestor on the Dawes Commission.
Hey, shout out to Shrugs, doubling the block, spinning the block again. He say, trust signs, all greatness was spun, birthed from big hunching. He say, what source up? He say, what source up? You say, hey, AKA women, that mean drop an email. Shrug say, what's that email, goddamn? Shrug got on some gray sweats. He don't know how to tell us. Yeah, y'all gonna drop that email, man. I think because Shrug's always jumping out to the women. Y'all make him source up. Make him source this shit up. Shrug's always talking about fucking. He the double back around on you women while y'all just sitting there acting like y'all don't see it. And the nigga talking about big hunching and fucking and bringing back hunching. See, I'm from the South. Down here we call it getting booty. Come on, somebody, don't leave me out here by myself. Down here we call it getting booty. Yeah, see, y'all probably hunch. We got booty down here where I'm from. Nay, you out of boat, man. What y'all? I know y'all got. Hold on. Now, when it started going that way, fuck, what's that other shit? They call it. Come on, y'all, hear me out in the chat. Nay, what y'all call that shit going that way out there east? And I'm not gonna tell y'all how I know. Shout out to the homie Lil Mayhem, Wild Indian TV in this bitch. Now, it ain't hunching. It ain't getting booty. Warrior King took it way back. That nigga say hitting skins. I think that was 70s or something. They said both. It's one more I'm out there looking for, man. I'm looking for one more. We got booty where I'm from. But it's one more goddamn out there I'm looking for. He said, humping with your clothes on. I know this. I'm born here to say, knocking socks. You nigga been knocking socks. I knock your motherfucking socks out, woman. You better watch how you look at me, woman. Callie say knocking boots. TP said they say hunting too. Damn, bro, it's this one more. It's gonna come to me, man. It's gonna come to me. It's one more out there. Motherfucker sound like a slave turn. Raz, what's up with it? She say, I'm gonna make it to class soon. Gotta catch up, being busy. Thanks for keeping the info coming in the real way. Little razzle dazzle. Mike say, I'm going to crack that. Oh, that nigga Renzo say cutting. My dad and them used to say cutting. Yeah, that was my dad and them here. That's who I used to hear that shit. Don say grinding. Nah, I'm going to think of it, bro. It's some country shit. It's some country shit. All right, let's walk. So the white boy telling him how you can be a part of the Cherokee Nation. And bro, we got Cherokee class. We got Cherokee lectures. Man, we got so much history on breaking down how this shit go to class. That whole motherfucking series right there, that course, oh man. That motherfucker, they'll get powerful each class. We're going through the Civil War. We're gonna do that Tuesday. We're gonna be in Civil War here after that. And then we got one more class after that. And we're gonna go from man, motherfucker, they're gonna be powerful. But that walk.
Dawes Commission role and
Cherokee by blood pedigree. And I was asking, how do you become a part of the Cherokee Nation? So is there any way you could give me some information on that?
Sure. The process for enrollment with the Cherokee Nation requires an ancestor on the Dawes Commission.
Oh, she horse there. You used to rock it up. Don't get your ass rocked up around here.
Role. And that role was made in 1902 in Indian Territory, now Oklahoma.
Okay.
And if you don't have an ancestor on that role, regardless of how much Indian blood you may have, you are not eligible to enroll.
Okay. So, all right.
Hey, friend, it's Frank with Home Energy.
You just told me is straightforward. So I guess my next question, it kind of, makes it a little bit obscure because my family, they didn't participate in the Dawes Rose. However, we have been in America from time immemorial. We've always been here. So that means I wouldn't be able to even submit an application and be accepted, correct? Because it's not done through blood. It's done through, so it's done through an organization and not through blood, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, our tribe is, and we have a constitution that we adopted in 1976 and then amended in 2003. And in that constitution, the Cherokee people who were organized at that time chose the Dawes role as the sole source of proof for our organization.
Oh, okay. So with that being said, is it safe to say that even if someone wasn't an Indian by blood, okay, meaning that their ancestors have always been in the America, as long as they were able to get on that Dawes Rose, they are still considered Indian?
Well, they're considered a citizen.
Or they're considered a citizen?
Right. The relationship between the United States and the Cherokee Nation is not based on blood. It's based on treaties.
Okay.
So if someone's ancestors were members of the tribe at one time, but for whatever reasons they may have chosen to leave the tribe or forced out of the tribe or abandon the tribe, there's lots of scenarios. The tribe itself would have continued on.
Oh, okay.
And so the relationship between the United States and the Cherokee people is carried out through our government.
Oh.
And so we do have people in our tribe who are not Indians.
Okay.
We just got through with an extremely contentious legal battle with the descendants of our slaves.
Okay.
And so they won a federal lawsuit and are now enrolling as members of the tribe, even though some of them have Indian blood, some of them don't. We don't care one way or the other.
Okay.
What we care about is, are there ancestors on the roll that the core population chose in 1976?
Okay.
And that they are.
Okay.
And, we have people on our roll that are on there by fraud. We have, I found probably, I'd say about 5 or 6 families that their ancestors either bribed officials or, whatever the process was.
Okay.
But they got on the roll.
Okay.
And then stayed on the roll for all these years. And so by virtue of our choice to make the Dawes roll the sole source, they're in.
Okay.
One of those descendants is sitting right now on our tribal court.
Oh, okay. All right.
Every time I see him.
Yeah, I feel you.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Look at the white boy. It is what it is. White boy got real comfortable. Got real comfortable. Yeah, nigga ain't nigga that whole bull. Ain't talking to nobody in a while, nigga. How do I sign up? Oh, let me break it out. Hey. Took him through the y'all hearing? White boy open. I love this white boy right here, nigga. It's called a teaching moment. It's not a when we look at it. Now, I might get some pushback for this. All right? I might get some pushback for this, what I'm about to say. But goddamn it, it needs to be said. One of my favorite things about this is that it's very educational. It tells the true relationship between these Cherokee people and our people. One thing that, you know, I try to get across is that we not really Cherokee. We Cherokee, but we not really Cherokee. Because it ain't never been a tribe here called Cherokee until these niggas, until this nation came about. So the relationship, the reality of it is the Cherokee is a government. The Choctaw is a government. Chickasaw, all of those names are a government. I'm not giving up everything, man. Y'all have to come see us, man. For the Moors and the Indians taking over America. But, you know, the brother feel like, oh, y'all denying me from being who I am, but they're not. They have their own laws. Let me show you something, homie. This the game. And this is what I will share. But y'all better come fuck with me for the lecture, though. The reality of the fact is these governments was created to govern us. Because in the Constitution, it was to reaffirm a government to government relationship. So these governments was created to govern us. In order to be an Indian in the system, you would have to fall under one of these governments. It's as simple as that. Come see me, and I'll break it down to you.
Yeah. So my next question would be, I'm actually, if someone were to see me in the streets without my, my indigenous attire, because, I wear my feathers and my, my regalia, every single day. Now, if I were to walk in the streets with...
They say, is Cherokee a nation or tribes, right? Now, Cherokee is a nation. It's a government. It's a government. It's because the United States don't operate as a Indian government. It's the game. The only people this government is gonna recognize is these governments. If you don't fall under them, then you ain't no Indian. That's why I'm saying, bro, y'all gotta pay. We got a whole class going on. What happened? These hoes is not a sensitive trading place. It's not a sense of that. whatever tribe you came from went under one of these governments. And then we're going to see the United States come snatch them and bring them into their jurisdiction when they eliminate the Indian jurisdiction. BigChiefUniversity.com.
Now that somebody would assume I'm black because of my complexion. So you know where I'm going with this. Do you have any people who fit that description that's actually part of your nation?
Yes. You know, we have, as I mentioned, you know, the descendants of our slaves. They are now members of the tribe.
Oh, and they're descendants of slaves.
Right, they are descendants of slaves. Now, some of them do have Indian blood because the slave masters, you know, creeping in the slave house and producing children.
Right.
But those children were not recognized by any legal marriage.
Okay.
And so their descendants are not enrolled as Indians. They are enrolled as freedmen.
Oh.
Now watch this here. What we showed the other day was how the Seminole, when they went under the government, right, in order to be an Indian, you're going to have to go under one of these governments. I'm not getting up too much game. But when they went under, in that government, slavery was legal. So even if you sign into a government, your ass still will go under. No different than if you were signing in one of these states and you were signing the citizenship to the U.S. It was no different. The ones that opposed it and fought back, well, they went to Texas. Go check out the Juneteenth bill we did the other day.
Oh, okay, and that's perfect. Great information, which brings me to my next question. Because I've done a little research again. You know, I'm connecting back to my tribe, and I'm a full-blooded Indian by blood, right? What that means is, are you aware that in the Americas, all over the Americas, I mean, we know that the United States was established on the American continent in 1776, correct?
Well, yes.
Okay. So before 1776, there was no such thing as the United States. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay, beautiful. So before that, even before the 13 colonies and all that, even before the so-called transatlantic slave trade, are you aware that all the people on the American continent were dark-skinned?
Well, I know where you're going with that. And, you know, that's the...
Shout out to Colorado, but I'm telling you, sometimes you want to close the distance on the nigga. You don't want to get off all of those punches because, see, he gonna make the white boy get defensive. He had him wide open. And so you continue to finesse him, walk him into these shots or these points, wherever you're gonna take him. You just went wobbling through a flurry and close that distance. 1-2 him, bam, bam, real simple, bring him into it. Then you set him up 3 times. Now nigga gonna time you. What I mean by that, when he asked him, so United States created 1770, boom, okay, that's one. Then you come back with another one. Then you come back with another one. Come on, bro. That's 3 in a row. Now I'm going to time you. You done took him out of the game. Now, he's not going to be as open and honest with you. Now he got to watch it. Now he's questioning your methods, questioning what the fuck is going on here. I thought this was a different you. He had him. Gonna close the distance on it. Bam, bam. Quick 1-2. Don't give him 3 in a row. He gonna time you. He ain't gonna want to fuck with it. Bam, bam. Go get to it. Walk him in, then walk him into the. Even on one of them, you might ask him what was his thoughts on it or something. You know, what, you know, give him something on the Cherokee around that. You know, what he want to talk about, the relationship between the U.S. and the Cherokee or something. Give him something. Close that distance on him. Get more, get in. then come with it. But he's still gonna get it out of him because this made the white boy fight aggressive, and you know, he ended up opening up at the end. But let's watch
the Afrocentrism argument, and we don't subscribe to that.
But it's not a matter of subscription. It's a matter of, you know, do you know that it's a fact that the Aborigines of this land were dark skinned? So therefore, if all the Aborigines of this land, and it's scientifically proven that they were dark skinned, how is that other people get to claim to be Indians and then we can't because we didn't take part in the Dawes Rolls?
Well, the Dawes Roll was selected by the Cherokee people, who were the people who owned the Cherokee Nation.
Oh,
we
okay.
are the Cherokee Nation. And
okay, so
do y'all hear him? The people that owned it. Do you think somebody owned the tribe? No. You ain't no owners of a tribe. No nations. Bands of people. Who bought? Yeah, listen. It's the government. As well.
It's the same thing. So all right. So what is the original name for Cherokee?
You mean in our language?
It was Anionwea, right?
Well, that's the word for principal people.
Yeah, the principal people. So what I'm saying is Anionwea was changed to Cherokee. Is there a reason why you guys don't use Anionwea and now use Cherokee?
We do use that word among ourselves.
Okay.
In our relationship with the United States, the United States knows us as Cherokee.
Big bars. In their relationship with the United States knows them as Cherokee. All right. This is a government-to-government relationship. Remember what the law became through here. And treaties. Come see me, man. United States recognize them as Cherokee.
And so that's what the treaties say. So we go by what the treaties say when we're in dealing with them.
Oh, okay. So the United States pretty much decided to say, okay, you know what, we're not going to use Anionwea. Let's just create something new, and then we created Cherokee.
Well, that word has also a Cherokee origin, but it's the word Cherokee is an anglicized version of the Cherokee word Ajilaki, which means people of fire.
Right.
And so, you know, we don't mind being called Cherokees. We've been called that for 500 years, so we don't have a problem with that.
Okay. And before I conclude, so I've done some research and I realized that your
Sister Rhonda say, to be honest, I would say in the white boy defense, he told them. He keeps saying with their relationship with the U.S. Sister Rhonda, this white boy is so honest. I love him. He's a great teacher. Yeah, I like sit back and let him just teach. Teach us the relationship between us and them. It's a government. It's not who your people and them was. They were Cherokee under the government of the Cherokee. People that occupy territory, certain jurisdictions, and people in that jurisdiction that wanted certain benefits, whether you want to trade, work, be employed, different shit like that, live in that area. Avoid migration. You wanted to stay, shit like that, motherfucker stayed assimilated. And was subject to the laws in their government. And in the Cherokee government, they had slaves.
I mean, no disrespect, and I'm here again just to get information. So I'm not going to disrespect your culture because I think everyone needs to be respected either way. So I'm going to respect that. However, I've done some research and I realized that, you know, your chief, it's John Bill something, right?
Bill John Baker.
Baker, yeah. So I realized, I found out that he has 132 Cherokee.
He's actually 332nds, but that's neither here nor there. He's still pretty much a white man.
Yeah, and I did a lot of research and realized that
he said he pretty much a white man. White folk run the Cherokee, their government. It's a government. It's a whole government. Niggas thinking niggas Indians and tribes, niggas living in the woods, niggas stuck on the reservation. Man, get serious. Shout out to OG Waldo Wesley. What did he tell you? The Washington, D.C. of this Indian shit niggas in Oklahoma. The motherfucking government of this Indian shit is in Oklahoma. We might have to spin the block on the making of a Native American 3. We might need a making of a Native American 3. We might need to spin the block. Nigga, that shit like Washington. It ain't a nigga out here that can out-Indian a motherfucking Cherokee. I don't give a fuck what tribe these niggas claiming, chunking up, representing. The powwows, all of that, nigga, ain't no out-Indian, Cherokee Indian, nigga, not in America. This shit about political power. Political relationship, this relationship, the white boy steady telling you about. Their relationship with the United States. The Cherokee ain't from down south, homie. I repeat, the Cherokee are not from down south. But they control more land than any other motherfucking Indians in the south, damn near. And them hoes got more political power than damn near, not all, because it is some, they got some, you know, but they all come off the same branch, though. They branches off, they really broke off the same branch. It's really the same thing in so many ways, but it's just different territories. For as people who share damn near equal power with them. Shout out to Ismail Bay. He brought up the fact that them niggas got their own passports. You got Indian Nation in this hoe got their own passport, nigga. Nigga don't use U.S. passport. Fuck you talking about? Super cool with that what? Come see us in class, man. How Moors and Indians took over America. Let's walk.
His ancestors is actually from Ireland and German and everything, but yet still he gets to be a Cherokee. And so how is that even possible?
Well, it's possible because his ancestors were citizens of the Cherokee Nation.
Oh.
Citizenship does not divide.
Oh,
it
okay.
passed 100% from parent to child.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
what's up with it saying, Joy? Nah, I'm gonna tell you why the Mohawk can't out Indian the Cherokee. The Mohawk fell out of grace. See, in the birth of the U.S., the Mohawk was an enemy because they sided with the British. And I don't want to get too much up, man, on who they was beefing with. And the niggas that they was beefing with was their family, but this was the family that became the U.S. You feel me? Mohawk was on the other end of it. So Revolutionary War, they packed the Mohawk out. See, the Mohawk really started falling off when the Dutch left New York, 1660s and shit. Mohawk, you know, they lost their allegiance. But the British fucked over the Seneca and they fucked over the Mohawk. And so they went there for the Seneca. They ran through over 40 villages of the Seneca in that New York, Philadelphia area and shit. Ran through 40 villages, burnt all the foods and shit. You know, when they were coming back, a lot of niggas had to move around. But the Mohawk, they fucked over the Mohawk during the Revolutionary War. They took the Mohawk out. So they didn't get a I don't want to go too deep because that'll be going in my bill. Not all Mohawks went with him. Some Mohawks, sided on the other side. But I talk about that more in my bill. But yeah, as far as the Mohawk and the U.S., U.S. went fucking with them because they sided with the British during the Revolution. All them niggas that sided with the British was open game. After they got their independence, every nigga, what that nigga said on Paid in Full, he said every nigga ever looked at me wrong owes me money. That part. Look up the Sullivan Expedition. Every nigga that ever looked at me, because them niggas was giving it to them niggas in the Revolutionary War. When, the British came up short, fucking with the British.
So his ancestors, who actually were Indians.
And out of the Revolutionary War, this relationship with the U.S. is going to come out of, because you got to remember, you got the birth of the U.S., and a couple years later, the Cherokee born. You feel me? And now the Cherokee running it like Washington, D.C. down there out of goddamn Oklahoma now. It's the Indian Washington, D.C. They go for plain Indians, West Coast Indians. If you're in America, popping that Indian shit. And the Cherokees are the biggest, baddest motherfuckers on the block down there. And you got some other ones up on the East Coast, but that's going into the bill, goddamn. Y'all gotta come see us.
I'm related to him distantly, but his ancestors were Cherokee Indians at the time of discovery. His ancestors were citizens of the Cherokee Nation at the time of the first making of the Treaty of 1783, and so they've been citizens of the Cherokee Nation ever since. So we don't base anything on blood quantum.
Oh, yeah,
we base it on whether your ancestors were citizens of the nation.
Because the research that I did, it shows that he's not Cherokee he's not even an Indian by blood, period.
Well, he is.
Yeah,
he is an Indian by blood.
But so if he is an Indian by blood, that's what I'm saying is, then he's supposed to be a so-called dark man, because again, the dark-skinned people were the original Indians. So again, where did he get to be an Indian by blood?
Well, his ancestors intermarried with white people. That's
but he looks Caucasian to me though. That's what I'm saying. When you say white, do you?
Hey, make sure we're on that like button, family. Make sure y'all share it to y'all social media and support the channel. Let's walk.
The sense of
white European.
Oh, because they're different so-called looking white people. So again, that kind of like is a.
Hey, shout out to the homie Corey. Shout out to the homie Renzo D228. Shout out to TB2 Live. Shout out to the homie Soul Food Vegan. He said 1,000. Appreciate you, man, in the real way. H-Town in the building. And shout out to the homie Best Media.
It's kind of like a word play. You know what I mean? It's semantics. You know what I mean? Because again, he looks white, but he may not be white European or Anglo-Saxon, but he's a white man.
I would say so.
Exactly.
If I saw him walking down the street, I would say, "There goes a white man."
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
However,
listen, bro, I love this white boy, cause he trying to show you. He say, "Nigga, you out here on your Ryan Garcia shit with your chin in there." Yeah. He said, "You going backwards with your chin in there. You throwing, leaving your chin in there." Watch this here, bro. This white boy is very patient. He's seeing all the punches coming too, man. And he's being as honest as he could with him. But we thinking that they switched places with us in the sense of they took our government and took control of our government and shit. And no, that's not what happened. They created their own. Man, come see me, man. BigChiefUniversity.com. Let's walk. how Moors and Indians took over America.
However, our tribe is not necessarily made up of just brown or dark-skinned people.
Okay.
The Cherokee.
Hold up.
However, I would say there goes a white man.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
However,
again, he looks white, but he may not.
So they going over how could this white guy be running this tribe and he calling himself a Cherokee Indian? Now listen, bro. Watch how the white boy gonna
be white European,
Shakur Stevenson,
or Anglo-Saxon, but he's a white man.
I would say so.
You bring them on in, right? I would say so. You look like a white boy to me too. Now this is a teaching moment. Watch this.
If I saw him walking down the street, I would say, "There goes a white man."
There you go.
However,
that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes you let them come in because they're not so defensive, and you make them pay. However, because you thought you had me. However, let me help you understand something.
Tribe is not necessarily made up of just brown or dark-skinned people.
Okay.
The Cherokee Nation is made up of citizens.
Yeah, and I get that. I totally get that, and I respect that. So again, so I guess all the Aboriginals, because would you guys consider yourself Aborigines?
Yeah.
I would consider us to be Aboriginals, and our government is an Aboriginal government.
Okay, so again, and once again, I mean, and it's not even Afrocentric, because do you believe that, first of all, do you believe that life originated in Africa?
Life or
life,
or
period. Human life.
No.
Good.
I love this white boy. This is the teaching moment. No, without a shadow of a doubt. And you know what? You know how they get down on the out of Africa theory? You know why it don't apply to them? It's because they're saying their position is, I come from somebody. Niggas that's nationless are the only ones that have this argument. When you don't come from nobody, you fall subject to the out of Africa theory. Because all indigenous people have their own creation stories. And when you come from somebody, it's understood that it is respected. We got to remember this whole deal of this science wave comes after colonization. So if goddamn Albert-Perry-them DNA is ancient motherfucking DNA, why they never based their science out any of this or them determining this shit here with science. This shit comes out of colonization to explain the story. And you got to remember, they only do it over here in Africa. Them niggas ain't really learning about no out of Africa theories and all this type of shit. This shit coming out of London. Black European shit. Black Europeans did this shit. Yeah, HBCU schools that's coming out of motherfucking what's the name of that goddamn school? The American I think it was what was it? It was one of the motherfuckers. I think of it. I got stuck on that hoe the other day. But anyway, I'm trying to think of these niggas who funded the HBCU movement. You had the Baptists come in because it came from the Baptist Convention, but they put up more money than the Freedmen's Bureau. But they came down there to come colonize the South. But anyway, that's why I'm finna have to get out of here, man. I gotta go get a haircut, goddamn.
No, I do not.
Okay, great, perfect. So if life didn't originate in Africa, how is it assumed that all dark-skinned people are from Africa? I mean, when the sun shines all over the world and the equator actually runs between, you know, the continent of Africa and the Americas, and everybody in South America was dark-skinned. So how is it assumed that every dark-skinned person is African?
I don't assume that.
No, I'm not saying you, but I'm talking about in terms of, you know, because you said, when I mentioned that all the dark-skinned people in the Americas were dark-skinned, you said that's Pan-Africanism. But again, we again agreeing that life didn't originate in Africa and all dark-skinned people are not African. So what happened to all the dark-skinned people that were actually on the American continent from time immemorial? Why is that? Because we didn't sign the Doors Rules. I know you say it's a governmental thing. So what do we do from there? Do we petition so that that could be changed, or it is just something that's ironclad? You have to have been on the Doors Rules, whether you are an Aborigine or not, because like I said, it's scientifically proven that all the dark-skinned people were actually in the Americas before any light-skinned, pale, anybody, and the first people on the planet, to be quite frank, were dark-skinned. So that means everybody came from the womb of the dark-skinned woman, and that's scientifically proven. Isn't that a fact?
Shout out to Colinago. Colinago doing this motherfucking thing, man. He got him right here. I mean, punches and bunches. That nigga look like Marcos Madonna's out there. That nigga look like Marcos Madonna, man. Them niggas out there throwing. Them niggas out there looking like Ray Leonard and Hearn, man. He pissed that white boy off, though.
Well, I'm not really sure where you're trying to go with that.
No, what
I'm not going to agree or disagree with you. I just know that my ancestors, which are Cherokee Indians, have been on this continent for thousands of years. And my ancestors are not Africans. My ancestors are American Indians. And the people who are claiming that they are American Indians that are actually black, we don't buy into that. That's just not who we are.
Shots. Yo, say, man, it's time to take some shots. Say, man, y'all heard that white boy? That is just not who we are, brother. Just not who we are.
I know that's not who you are, because once again, I mean, of course, I mean, if people come into a land and they met people there and they happen to settle in, because remember you said your ancestors came, right? So they've been here for thousands of years, but before they came, there were people here. So you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this?
Well, I see what you're trying to say.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm saying that I have the facts that, you know, the people
walk
who
that nigga down,
natives right now, they haven't been here for thousands of years. So, you know, and I know it's a he or say you think it is, but we have the scientific and we have the legal documents and historical documents to solidify and prove that fact. So, you know, I get that you were saying that, you know, to be part of the nation, it doesn't deal with blood quantum. It just strictly deals with citizenship. So again, anybody could just say, okay, you know what? Let us just form an organization and let us just deal with the United States and we could be considered native. You know, but yet still, the people who will have been here again for millions of years, because my ancestors have been here for, I mean, I'm talking about, man, I can't even go back and pinpoint a time when my ancestors were not. You know what I mean? So at some point,
because that's what you want to believe.
No, that's not what I want to believe.
But you see, the sad thing about that is,
white boy jabbed him. White boy threw a 3-piece. Bam, bam, bam. Came under with an uppercut. This is a good ass fight, bro. This is a good ass fight right here, man. I'm telling you, bro. Both of these brothers standing their ground. I don't know if Colinago knew what he was in for when he went and knocked on them folks' door. and said, "Go get somebody, tell him get out here." And he came out his shirt and got there. And that white boy say, "Nigga, come on with it, come on with it. We get down over here too, nigga. Let's rock."
What I'm saying is this, right?
You've talked for about 20 minutes now.
Yes,
so let
go
me
ahead.
tell you what I think.
What you think?
What I think is that African American people have a personal opinion.
Listen.
I think a lot of African American people in this country have a lot of self-hatred. And so you guys want to be us because you don't want to be you.
Whoa. Whoa. Say, you nigga got a lot of self-hatred. I see it in you. You see me shining, nigga. You want some of this? Well, the answer is no. I ain't got a little something for myself here in this country. I want to keep it. So you niggas had a big old nice farm land down here in the South before we came down here. Put some systems in the play. Yeah, you niggas look good for yourself. Now it's my turn, and now you hating. Hate my progress. Scared to see me do something without your ass now, huh? Yeah, I'm on my own now, nigga. I don't need your help no more, nigga. I done figured this shit out. And now you wanna point the finger, nigga, because I'm shining. You ain't happy for me, nigga.
And so, we can't change who you are, and you can't change who we are.
Okay.
Our relationships with the United States are...
Huh? Come on, man. You could probably change who... I can't change who you are and who I am, nigga. And you know what make him who he is? You heard what he said, his motherfucking relationship with the United States. You know what? Fuck that DNA. We going in. We going in on the Moors, how they conquered America. That's the next lecture. We might well go in while it's hot and spicy. Woo! And nigga, remember that big old white boy came out there and said, "What you say, young nigga? What's up?" Kalanaga walk up, run the doorbell, man. Get any nigga out here, man. Give me a fade. Big old white boy come out there. What's up? Say, man, these niggas, this is a motherfucking heavyweight jam. Motherfucking greatest of all time nominee.
Our relationships, our treaties are our treaties.
I totally.
You want to run around with feathers on and call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. That's your business.
No, I totally get that. Hear what I'm saying? And again, I'm not here to debate. It's just strictly.
Nah, white boy say, nah, you don't hear what I'm saying, nigga. My motherfucking relationship with the United States and the treaty. Huh? You know why he's saying that? Because you know what them treaties say. He knows what they mean and what they put in place for. Nigga, the only thing gonna be an Indian around this whole nigga is me. And if you want to be an Indian, guess what, nigga? You gotta go through me. Bitch, he left me in charge. That part. See, y'all gonna make me give it out, give too much up. Sitting there is coming together. Now they say, hold on. These hoes, yeah, say, man, they're cool than the motherfucker. What we been talking about all week, man? How did you get so cool with that motherfucking colonizer? And let me point something out. I remember when we had the bill the other day, right? And a lot of niggas didn't see they hoods on the map, right? We went through Georgia, Bama, we went through the SIP, went through Louisiana, Texas. Ain't nobody said nothing about Tennessee. Nobody said nothing about Kentucky boys. Nobody said nothing about them Carolina boys. Nobody said nothing about them Virginia boys. I know they said, damn, we from the South. We feel a little bit left out, Chief. What about us? Well, a lot of you niggas helped. Come on, man. I don't want no trouble, man. A lot of niggas out of them parts helped. Tennessee. Most free niggas that went to Tennessee, you know where they got, a lot of them got their passes out of the work that they put in the Revolutionary War. This ain't no Black European or Indian conversation because both helped. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of them niggas that went into Tennessee was coming out of that Revolutionary War. A lot of them niggas gonna make up most of their free population out there, especially the niggas doing good for themselves and shit. And then it's gonna go in the statehood. All right, and then they too was, different laws gonna come in, but Tennessee had always been niggas that did good for themselves. That's why you had the Confederates come out of there in the Civil War. And they was the baddest motherfuckers. You ain't want to come fuck with them niggas, not them killers out of Tennessee. Smoking everything around this hole. That part. Square motherfucking business niggas coming out them parts. But they was born to fight though. Them niggas took you through every war, nigga.
The conversation, and I'm glad we're having this because it's a conversation that needs to be had. Because once again, you said that life didn't originate in Africa. So why are you assuming that, based on what you're saying, it's safe to say that you're assuming that every so-called black person...
Yeah, man, you got to understand. Look. Man, when Western expansion came through, they started coming in the statehood in the South. All the niggas out the colonies came down. This was the play you got to understand. As the U.S. expanded, there were people came with them. These migrations, niggas coming on both sides because slavery was legal. Niggas moved the slaves down there with them. So I got a Virginia line. That's how they got to Alabama and met the other Alabamans down there. That's came out of Virginia as they migrated into Alabama. You gotta understand the migration pattern. A lot of them Alabamans went into Louisiana in them area. Once Texas came in, they was allowed a lot of migration laws in there. But motherfuckers started eventually coming into Texas. It's that Alabama walk down. But then you had motherfuckers coming into Alabama. And they was coming out of them Carolinas, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee. When Texas came in during this revolution, a lot of them niggas, where they came from? Tennessee, Kentucky. Sam Houston, them all them boys, where they coming out of? Tennessees, them Kentuckys, them. A lot of them niggas helped. That's why I ain't put them in there. A lot of niggas in the South fell victim to them niggas that came as the U.S. expanded. Because nigga, ain't no two sides to this. I mean, ain't no 4, 5, 6 sides, nigga, it's only 2. How the fuck did you get so cool? You got to understand something. If you had a land grant before statehood, or they didn't give a fuck, ask Johnson and McIntyre's case. Nigga got land from Indians, statehood came into play, nigga. Motherfucking doctrine of discovery overruled that. That's how we do that. Ask Jackson. Huh? Nigga, your ass got a motherfucking... You got a patent from the king, nigga, your ass help. Shout out to her Money Bay. Money Bay said, don't be running around there talking about your ass title, nigga. You don't want no parts of that, nigga. You don't even want to know how to, what the fuck that mean, nigga. What you had to do that.
You asked me, did all life begin in Africa?
And you said no.
And I said no.
So my next question is,
I asked you, I said, do you mean human beings?
So,
I said no.
This is the most appropriate question. Do you think that
black people originated in Africa, Indian people originated in the Americas, white people originated in Europe, and Asian people originated in Asia?
But all right, so here's my question. Do you think that every so-called black person is from Africa?
No, because there are some in Fiji, there are some in Melanesia, there are some in India.
Okay.
You know, they're all over the place.
Yeah, niggas everywhere. Ooh, niggas like roaches. They just everywhere. All over this motherfucker. You hear me?
But you were saying that
I'm talking about the black people in the United States.
So here's what
the black people in the United States came over on slave trips from Africa.
Whoa. This white boy teach this nigga here's the GOAT. This right here, nigga, this is my favorite classic to this Indian shit. Better than every lecture I ever heard and everything, nigga. This was a heavyweight titan motherfucking match. You get everything you need to know about an Indian and your relationship with them goddamn people. What we told y'all yesterday, nigga, that whenever we was on last, them niggas that fought back, them niggas got their ass enslaved. They fell victim to them laws or they migrated. Simple as that, nigga. Or they assimilated. Colonization is only assimilation. And they institute their system, and then niggas, and they get the people to work for the system. And niggas working for the system today is called assimilation. Now, how the niggas assimilate different reasons. Some niggas assimilated because their family was there. Their family was struck a deal, nigga. And that's how a lot of people become a part of the interior design. Shout out to Jim Claiborne down there in South Carolina. Teaching lesson. Some niggas are sewn in the fabrics. Others take over. Yeah, nigga like a mountain, you can't move them.
So what you're saying is that they from everywhere else on the planet except none of them was in America before slavery.
Nope, none of them. Well, some of them might have been. I don't know, because
come on.
Evolved.
It's either they were or
slavery evolved.
They're not, because you see now you're being contradictory. Because if you're saying that so-called black people was on every other planet except America before the slave.
Walk that nigga down, Colinago. Now Colinago gonna start to take over in the later rounds. Got him. See, heavyweight match. It just take one shot to get clipped. And he caught him. White boy, he set him up with as all black people from Africa. Once the white boy said no, it really wasn't no way out of it. So they from America, so the white boy jumped to everybody except Americans because he asked him, he said no. And see, this is where the white boy fucked himself. Sometimes you let a nigga throw and let him make a mistake. And so he tripled up on his jab. He threw, he said no, and then he finished up and said, because when he didn't have to get it, he could have went in the high guard and took something off the glove, see what was his next move, but instead of playing chess, he was offensively, and he threw two more jabs, doubled up on it, and got time. So he came back and said no, because you got some Melanesian, you got Fiji, and so he went around the board. Now, automatically, the next question or the next punch coming down the middle is, what about the Americans? So he jumped to it, and he stepped on. He jumped to it and said the Americans came on the slave ship though. So now Colinago stood with him in the paint on the American, and he got clipped because he said that all Americans come in the slave trade, and white boy said no, not all. He said maybe not all, and then he went back to enforce the slave trade. Slavery this and slavery that. So he got him, got clipped, because now you just stepped on what you just said. Tripped him up, he in the corner. It's heavyweight shit. It only take one. They've been going back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. Round after round, White boy gets good rounds in. Colinago, we come later in the round, clipped him. And it was a nice setup too, so let's walk. Well, white boy really kind of talked himself into that one.
that's even, I mean, that alone in itself doesn't even make sense.
No, there were no black.
Even, I mean, except America, you're being contradictory, because if you're saying that so-called black people was on every other planet except America before the slave ship, you're saying that for some reason the sun didn't allow so-called black people to be in America before the slave trade. I mean, that's even, I mean, that alone in itself doesn't even make sense.
No, there were no black people here before Europeans got here, because they brought you guys.
No, but guess what? Europeans didn't bring so-called dark-skinned people here. As a matter of fact, the first slaves on the American continent were Caucasians.
That's not even relevant.
No, it is relevant.
Jam. I think we count that as a knockdown. White boy say no comment. Plead the fifth. We not even finna go there, brother. Okay, no, y'all get back up, set up. You know, fuck it. Look to the judges, knock down, blue corner.
It's absolutely relevant. It's absolutely relevant.
You know, my grandmother, who was a full-blood Cherokee Indian.
I want y'all to pay attention. Set him down, right? And then he finna count him out. Watch this here. You know what he made that white boy do? Because now he done backed him in the corner.
Was dark-skinned.
Cherokee.
If she had permed her hair, she could have passed.
People here, as a matter of fact, the first slaves on the American continent were Caucasians.
Bitch, where you at? You can hear rat piss on cotton. Did he leave? Where did he go? Set that on his back pocket. Right hook, nobody seen it coming. Foul.
That's not even relevant.
No, it is relevant. It's absolutely relevant. It's absolutely relevant.
You know, my grandmother, who was a full-blood Cherokee Indian, was dark-skinned.
Cherokee.
If she had permed her hair, she could have passed for a black person in North Tulsa, which is
shit over with, nigga. Shit over with. And nigga say my grandma, who was a full-blooded Indian, not a mix, because remember he said, okay, you did have some slaves that had Indian blood because the slave master would creep outside. Remember, we listen. We do a lot of listening. Kept that jab out there too long. He gonna pay for it later. Digging the body on his ass. He gonna make that mistake again. But what brought him back to this now? His grandma is a full-blooded Cherokee. No mix, no cut on the dope. And she's dark-skinned. And if she perm her hair, she would look like one of their residents in North Charleston. I mean in Tulsa. Where the Cherokees at in Tulsa. Right? Ain't that some shit? But see, he a white boy today. How did that happen? Come see us, man. How the Moors and Indians conquered America. He a white boy today, though.
Is our black community here. So, yeah, there were dark-skinned people here, but not all dark-skinned people are black.
But guess what? In fact, nobody's black. Africans call themselves black. We didn't call ourselves black. We are brown skinned. So I don't consider myself
you guys
black.
had your own names for each other. I know that because you had your own tribes and your own languages.
Okay, but you forgot. You forgot. All right, knock that whole city, and now he coming out with all the bitch. Run your pockets. Colorado got to run in his pockets, shoes, shirts, moccasins, I'll come out all this shit, nigga. Beat the feathers out for him. All right, now you had your own shit going on down there, okay? Own tribes, own languages. Y'all had to come under us for government and benefits, trade rights. Yep, y'all had to come under us, bro. I ain't got nothing else, man. Nigga said, at least let me keep that cone of water in that Ozarka bottle, man. Let me shit up thirsty. Leave me with something. Beat the feathers out for the moccasin. Y'all had y'all own shit going on here, but you know, them niggas told y'all was from Africa, man. My grandma was black. Yeah. My grandma looked just like you. Some shit went down here, man. They don't want y'all to know about it. Donald Trump told niggas they need to really look at their history.
So now you are actually admitting that before slavery there were dark-skinned people here.
There were American Indian here who.
I'm talking about in terms of complexion. There were dark-skinned people here. We know we are American Indians, but they were dark-skinned.
No, you all are not American Indian. We are.
Yeah.
You all are black people from Africa.
Listen, man, you got the dark people here that's American Indians, but he a white boy, and he tell you ain't American Indian. I'm an American Indian, nigga. He Indian by law. On a nigga ass. I ain't gotta really even be an Indian, nigga. I run the government that govern the Indians, nigga. And not we determine, and our government determines who becomes an Indian and who doesn't. Because of our relationship with the United States.
I see the game that you were playing, and once again, you know, I'm just saying that, you know what, the truth will come out to light, and you know, the Creator, you know what I'm saying, will bring everything to light, and the truth will come out. Because the point I'm trying to make is, you're telling me that every so-called black person, dark-skinned person, was on the continent except America, and now you are telling me, well, some of them was here. Either they were or they are not. But then you're talking about black. I never said I was black. Black is a color that's really black. I'm not black. I'm brown. You see what I'm saying?
You're African.
So you telling me I'm African, but you don't even know who I am, right?
Say, man, that nigga told that nigga, you African, nigga. Fuck all this shit. White boy fighting hard, bro. This nigga fighting hard as a bitch. Man, that nigga jabbing at the right time, bro. But see, Colonization going on and, you know, shorting them punches up on his ass, man, and make him feel him. See, because you beat and hit a nigga and knocked him out and hit him again and woke him back up. Get that nice, clean, crispy work on him. Bam, bam, bam. Come up off of him. Step to the side. Step back to the side. That nigga say, you're from Africa, jabbed him. Bam, bam. Went to the top and to the body. Nigga, white boy fighting harder than the bitch.
I know what you told me, and
what I said was my ancestors have been on this landmass from time immemorial. Not at one point I said it was African, but you assume that I'm African.
No, you told me that.
No, I never said that. I asked you.
White boy got dirty tricks. That nigga got veteran tricks and everything. Ain't that shit your boy them do to you? These niggas be trained in this shit. Nigga trained the psychology of a slave, man. They all use the same tactics. A nigga tell you ain't answer this question. A nigga tell you said this and stick with it. Bro, I heard you. You just told me that. Why would you change now? Are you not confident anymore? Are you not sure of yourself? Yeah, man, they calling out a man. White boy got a little something from the shoulders.
Do you think that all dark-skinned people
and all this line of stuff that you're telling me, we hear it all the time.
Been there, done that. Hear it all the time. Been there, done that. I whip up on niggas like you all the time. You hear me? That's why when they said it was smoke out there, that's why I'm here. I handle the smoke around here. I put out the forest fires, nigga. Yeah, I'm smoking the bad around this bitch, nigga. Call me Little Smokey the Cherokee.
Okay, so I'm lying.
People with your views call us probably about once a month, and
no. You know what? I'm calling, and like I said, that's why I said, I'm calling because it's for the record, because we have to make sure that again we get to the bottom of this, because I know I realize that there are so many different cultures that's here usurping, our identity. And then when we approach them, they tend to, again, evade the question and deal with it from more of an organizational perspective. Okay, well, you know what? This is what the United States said. We are the Indians. Oh, no, it's not what they say. It's what is. You know what I'm saying? But I totally get where you're coming from. It's an organizational thing. You don't have to be an Indian by blood to be part of the Cherokee, because the United States, hey, you know what? They're foreigners. They came here. They fought over, my ancestors. And when I say my ancestors, I'm talking about the dark-skinned people who was on this continent before even you guys came. And they have to put somebody in our place. And I guess it happens that way. But the truth will come out. That's all I'm just saying. And again, I appreciate your time. Thank you. You gave a lot of insight. And I got what I was looking for. So I appreciate that. And again, time will tell. Time will tell. All will come to light. So I hope you have a great day. And look out for us, because we are coming. All right?
Got our eyes open.
All right. Take care, man.
White boy said, got our eyes open. That's my point right there. That nigga say, look out for us, because we coming. White boy say, got our eyes open. Hey, that was a motherfucking heavyweight clash right there. Good shit, all the way to the bell rung. I'm telling you, all the way to the bell rung. Crash of the motherfucking Titans, goddamn. Them niggas got busy in that motherfucker. Niggas got busy. Got our eyes. Hey, come on with it. Nigga say, I ain't running today, nigga. I ain't running next time I see your ass, nigga. Last time I checked, US ain't cool with you, nigga. They cool with me. Step on the nigga in some all white. Turn up. Man, I want to appreciate y'all pulling up on the kid. Goddamn, I got to go to the barbershop. I got to go get so fresh and so clean. Man, I love y'all. As long as you got each other, we don't need no motherfucking body else. Hold the line. Shout out to the homie Mr. T. Davis, goddamn, in the goddamn cash app. As long as we got each other, we don't need nobody else, man. Take the energy out there to the world. Be strong, be positive, be powerful, man. The Indian way, the BCU way. That's my motherfucking time. The legendary Big Chief motherfucking Top Cat. We gone.
Count up some millions of times in my drugs. It's stuck in my memory, they want showing love. Ain't matching my value, I know you a dog. I started this way when I using a brush. Time to get out and I'm back on the E. Flying too much, you ain't how it's been. Driving the special, the one with the wings. Cross up the truck, I done brought out a key. Ain't let no fuck nigga holding me back. Put a switch on and then little nigga wet. After I hit you, bitch, give him the back. Ain't got no room, put a hold on the strap. Until the morning, don't show you no slack. Who a tycoon ain't no regular cat. Took a few from I forget where I'm at. Popping a tough little feel when it kick. Chief of the flight, nigga, can't even see no way out of here to find this cat. Herb is ash for the dog, my ash. Bitch so pretty, little better than Cassie. Popping on Zulus and she calling me daddy. Walking on shit, turn it up and I get it. Came out the gutter, they never me the swagger. Secure the bag out of bitch, I'm begging. Turning it up, gotta make sure she good. Burger 2 mil in the middle of my hood. Taking no money, I made out of the sun. From her to 6 weeks, but I'm on good. A lot of these niggas, they looking the same. They copy my liquor, they fight in my chain. Championship, championship, Chops.